timing, actually. I just loaded in. Oh, I forgot to unmute the game. Fuck. Oh, no. In my sound setting. Come on. I didn't want to listen to the intro song and the game at the same time. There we go. A good volume. Yeah, it looks alright to me. Okay. Oh boy. Things. Teemo things. Oh, I didn't even spell have right. Yeah, no, I just, like, I don't know. I just get nervous. Ah, shit. Oh gosh. I don't remember. Oh, I wanted to test. I want times to assist. Does times to assist let me super to super?
Careful! Told ya.
No, it doesn't. What's the... Okay, so it's just the point of times to assist to do it, like, a second time? Is that it? Can I not super with them? Oh, wait, hold on.
Bang, bang.
Okay, you can't super into super with times to assist. Interesting. Did not know that. Haven't been on in a bit. I've been on in... I think the last time I streamed, maybe once before that. Like, I'm positive I had... Like, I'm positive I was on at some point, either yesterday or day before, maybe. I don't know. The past week has just, like... It's all mishmashed into just whose house was I at and who was I being social with, because I don't remember. Oh no, they're on double down. I'm on times to assist. Let's try freestyle. I haven't really fucked around with the other like fuses. I've very much gotten used to how sidekick works. I don't even fuck with Juggernaut. I've gotten so used to how like sidekick works. Oh, I have Bandle Dashwoods now. I thought it was part of the battle pass, and then I maxed out the amount of points I have again. I was like, well, there's no new avatar stuff I want. I bought the ones I want already. And then I remembered that there's like a specific page that you can go to, and stages was like part of that. And I went, oh yeah, it's just there. And it was like half of them. Yeah, it's been a very... I've effectively had to do 2 Christmases because you know, you have to do Christmas with the in-laws, and then you have to do Christmas with your own family. Like that's how it is. But thankfully, Christmas with my family is really chill and really easy. Dang. Like, my mum, like, I get on, like, really well with my mum. She's my, you know, she's my best friend. But, you know, that you know, she's easy to work with. We kind of just mutually agreed that we weren't going to get each other a hell of a lot on actual Christmas. We were going to worry about each other afterwards, because it's just, it's cheaper for both of us. She gets to focus on my little brother, and I get to focus on everyone else, which is really nice. Damn. Oh, I think... Oh, no, I do medium and then... Wait, no, it's medium, heavy, then jump 2H. Dutch celebrate... Dutch folks celebrate Christmas without presents, but with 2 days. And eventually you can just keep it 1 day, but 2 days? I don't get it. My neighbor friend ate, steal, and played. I mean... I don't get it 2 days. Don't most families celebrate Christmas for longer than like a day? Isn't it like a, you know, family come over for like a couple days kind of thing? Bootleg Uno. We don't play bootleg Uno, but the May family, sorry, Ponytail's family do have some house rules with Uno. Uno with Ponytail's family is brutal. It's really fun, but it's, oh boy, if you're not ready, you're not fucking ready. We played a new game this year. I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was like a stock trading game. Nobody was too keen when we like read out the instructions, because it's very much like you kind of we got the impression that you need to shout over each other, and that can happen. But it's just, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like, you have like sets. Like, you can get like 9 cards of oat, 9 of barley, or like of wheat, and they all have like different point amounts. You need to get all of them. So you get given 9, and you have to trade away whichever ones you don't want. So you're all sat around a table going, trading 2, trading 2, trading 2, and like fucking, oh my, it's manic. It's absolutely, it's really fun though. But like, we were all super nervous the first time. The first round, like, the very first round, you have to like ring a bell, like a designated person rings a bell and says the market is now open. And the moment that happened, everyone started shouting. I just held my cards up to my face and hid. Because I don't know, everyone started shouting. My brain was like, I don't like this, shut down now. I pressed the wrong fucking button. And like, I was still giggling and smiling. It wasn't like I was having a breakdown or anything, but like, it was very much oh god, everyone's shouting, and I don't want to shout over everyone because then everyone will stare at me. Okay, if I'm in a situation where like, oh, if you want to be heard, just shout over everyone. I'll shout at such a volume that it's like disruptive, and everyone stops what they're doing and go, you don't need to shout that loud. And I go, I'm sorry, I just wanted to be heard. So I just hide under the table instead. But it was really funny. It was extremely funny. Even I managed to get into it. That wasn't it. I could. Is there a noise? Okay, there is a noise, but the noise doesn't tell you if that's charge or not. I've never seen this assassin cat in the background. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? I've never seen this man before in my life. Shouting works? Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I can shout much louder than everyone else. But if I'm being shouted over, I can't shout just above whoever is just shouted over me. It's either like, you know, a 5 where nobody else can hear me, or it's a 10 and everyone's like, why did you shout that loud? I go, I'm sorry. I can't find an in-between. I'm either heard or I'm yelled at. Hey Ellis, how you doing? Welcome back. It's easier to just be like, no, this makes me nervous, and I'm not going to partake in the yelling, so people can't yell at me. He has a sneaky yodel. He's not there now, does he? Oh. I guess there's like a story going on in the background or something. Trying to do a confirm. Okay. Oh, I'm doing it too early. No, we dropped it. Okay, time. Oh wait, no, I'm still on times to assist. Shit. Yeah, he is gone, isn't he? Yeah, I noticed that. That's what I mean when I say I guess there's like a story going on. So I wonder if he's on like a different part of the screen. Oh, he's up there now. Look between the health bars. He's up there now. What the fuck are you doing? Hey. What are you doing up there? Let's go. That's really cool. I like those parts of the stage that can change. Look at. I'm sorry. Is that dude just walking upside down? Does gravity not exist back there? Where are we? Well, I know we're in the Bangladesh woods, but why is gravity not a thing? Yes. Oh, I think I might fuck that. Yeah, I did. Oh, I said it in my Discord, but in a match just before the holidays, I was fighting a duo. Oh, he's gone from up there now. And I came across a Teemo that had somehow manages to use S1 incorrectly. Now, I was not necessarily aware it was possible to use Teemo S1 incorrectly. Like, obviously, you know, you can use it, like, way too close and you get hit out of it. Of course, that can happen. But, like, once you fired it up and you've not been hit out of it, you're like, you know, you've got the opponent blocking it. It's the easiest super in the world to make safe. But I came across someone that somehow managed to make it unsafe because they would fire it off,
Careful!
see that I'm blocking it,
Told ya!
and like I can't even like get as close as he was. He was just doing it in my face. Like, he'd run up to me, he'd like press a button,
Careful!
and then he'd just like hover around me like this. And I was sat there going, what are you doing? Why? Why are you choosing to hover in my face? My man, look to the move that lets you gain all the space you could possibly want. And when I'm going to be minus 20, smile. Like, it's blended in with the background for this. So it can be anywhere between like minus 15 to minus 20. And this man just kept doing it in my face and then not taking the opportunity to back up. And how? Why? Why? What are you doing?
Careful!
That's like most teammates, you know, do something like this.
Told ya!
Why? Like, I wanted to reach for the screen and just go, why? What are you doing? Why are you making this, like, incredible super not good anymore? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Trying to work out a pressure sequence. Never let your opponent know your next move minus 3 is positive enough with surprise. Listen, I know people say that as a joke, but like, it wasn't working. That's the thing. I wasn't ever sat there going, huh, I wonder what his game plan is. No, that was never like... obviously, I do sit there wondering what he thought was going to happen. But like, when you're minus 20, when you're minus 15 to 20 that close to me, I don't need to think too hard about what my next move is. I'm just gonna run up and throw you. Like, I just didn't understand. He just kept doing it. He just kept doing it. He would do it at a distance and then choose to close in. And it's like, what are you doing? You'd have been better if you literally let go of the controller. But instead, you... I was so upset. Oh, then again, I don't know. I think upset is maybe not the right word because I was still like fucking wiping away tears, laughing and smiling. But like, I came across an Ari, I think it was yesterday, who... Aries are known for not necessarily engaging all that much, right? It's kind of what she does. She kind of just floats around the screen, throws out buttons, but she never, you know, she only closes in if she has to, right? I came across an Ari yesterday who wouldn't even do that. She would literally just run constantly, would not throw out buttons, would literally just jump backwards, and if you got close, she would jump forward. And she was in duos, so any assist that was being called was her friend. This Ari was straight up not doing anything at all, other than jumping backwards and occasionally jumping forward if they got cornered. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to deal with this. I can't handle Ari even when she's like floating around the screen pressing buttons. This one's not even attempting to find me. I'm just gonna go. And I came across them like 10 minutes later fighting someone else. I was like, who? I saw the score was against them as well. They were on like they were on 4 and the other person was on like 11. I was like, I wonder what this other person is doing to deal with such a non-engaging style. And I couldn't even really tell you what it was. They were just like, their spacing was just really good. They knew their punishes. But I couldn't help but notice noticed the Ari was still doing this, like, absolutely non-engaging style. Not pressing buttons, just jumping backwards. And then they had the nerve to start teabagging. And, like, it didn't affect the opponent at all. Thank you, Nat. Appreciate it. But, like, it didn't affect the opponent at all. Like, the opponent still kicked their ass. I'm just sat there watching, absolutely speechless. You're teabagging? You haven't pressed a button this match yet. Why are you taunting? I don't understand some people. Why teabag? Why start taunting when you are doing nothing but running? I don't actually get it. Teabaggers do suck. I completely agree. I don't see why it's necessary. Like, it's extra not necessary when you haven't pressed a button this entire match. You've done nothing but run from me. Why are you teabagging? You low-tier god? Like, what? I don't get it. I don't understand. Why do you have the game open at that point? Because you're not playing the game. You're holding up backwards. You're not pressing it. It's perplexing. Oh, just not playing the game. Just outright not playing. Oh. Sorry, I needed to get that off my chest. I must have watched them for about 45. I had to bail at one point because I think they saw me. Because the first time they came out of matches, they saw me and I had to pretend to be AFK. And then when they moved on to their next match, I moved around so I could see them. And they quit out of that like way sooner than I thought they would. So I think obviously they'd seen that I had shifted from one side to another. I immediately left the lobby. I didn't want to deal with that person. Yes, I'm watching you because you're fascinating. Oh, fuck. Helltaker's fighting game? Isn't Helltaker's the really aesthetically pleasing puzzle mini? Sorry, it's not a mini game. But the Hell puzzle mini. I keep going to say mini game. I don't know why. Oh fuck! That like even telling the story has like made me red in the face from giggling because I don't get it. I don't understand. There's like it's like I don't even think it's like thin mental, right? I don't think it's even bad mental. I actually just like don't know what would cause someone to play like that. It can't be fun, can it? Just up backing constantly? Like I wish I could show you because it sounds like I'm exaggerating. And I'm really not. Like, I watched this person for a solid 20 minutes, and the entire time they didn't press a single button. They just ran and teabagged. And it's... Why are you playing? Why are you playing a fighting game? Go play something else. I don't understand. I suppose sometimes blah, 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 blah. Spy on people sometimes. Sorry, yeah, so I get reverse break. Skill issue. Spectating is better than playing. Normally I don't agree with you, but I've never come across such a fascinating specimen before. Like I say, I've come across some, you know, our Aries typically are very non-engaging, right? That is how she plays. That's how she does, and she's able to do that. But this Ari was just not doing anything. I couldn't fucking believe it. I forgot what I paused the game for. Fuck. Oh, it's just I don't understand. I do wish I could have just followed this person around because it's just fascinating to watch them keep doing this and just they got their shit wrecked every time for it. That's the thing. I wouldn't like. It brings so many questions to mind because I wonder if they're in like voice chat with their friend or are they playing with a rando? And even that has like more questions to it in that if they're in voice chat with this person, are they like IRL friends? What does voice chat with this person sound like? What is this person saying as they are doing nothing but jump backwards and if they get cornered, they jump forward? What What do comms with this person sound like? What does this person say when they die? Because they haven't pressed anything for 30 seconds. Hey, Mike, how you doing? I'm talking about a particular Ari I came across the other day who, straight up wasn't playing the game. He would just jump backing constantly. Like, no buttons, no projectiles. They weren't even calling assists because they were in duos. Any assists that came out were their friends. Ugh. No spelling error? Oh, wait, what? More noon? I mean, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, it is afternoon.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh. I didn't know that goes quite that distance.
Here we go.
Oh god, I'm like warm now. I'm actually like red in the face from giggling. Like, I was telling, I was saying about how I kind of followed them around the lobby for a little bit because I fought them myself and I saw that they were just not engaging at all. And I ducked out because I said, I don't want to deal with a runaway Ari. And I bumped into them. Well, I didn't bump into them, but like I saw them again 10 minutes later getting their ass beat, right? They were getting their ass beat 4 to 11.
Here we go.
And I was like, who is this man with like steel mental that's able to deal with this Ari that's literally not pressing buttons? And I start watching them, and obviously she's doing her usual, just jump back, jump back, jump back. Again, literally no buttons, no projectiles, no nothing. No, nothing. Literally nothing, just jump back. And then I see them teabag, they start teabagging. And it's like, you've done nothing, you have done nothing this entire match. You've done literally nothing but jump backwards this entire match. Why are you teabagging? Why are you teabagging? Like, I wonder what the story is. Are they playing, like, with a friend that really wants to play fighting games and they're not super into it? Are they intoxicated? I want to know what's happening behind the screen. I want to know. I'm so curious as to why someone would choose to play like this. I want to know. I have so many questions. I don't hate this option. People tend to...
Here we go.
I don't know. I can't always tell what people are going to do after Teemo has done his stuff.
Here we go.
I think sometimes people will parry because they're expecting Bandle dash, and it does work. It's a very effective parry.
Oh yeah.
And there is a gap.
Oh, here we go.
And I wonder... A lot of FGC members exclusively high or drinks. I wouldn't put it past a random. Again, no, I get that, right? I've absolutely played while under the influence. 100%. It does make you feel very smug when you're sat there going, I am not on this planet right now, and I'm kicking the shit out of you. But I don't up back. Just constantly, without pressing literally anything. That's what I mean. Like, if they were so intoxicated that they don't feel confident pressing anything, you shouldn't have a fighting game open. Block tank it because they don't know the gap, or maybe that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? Because there's a weird amount of RPS that Teemo can do afterwards, and I also would probably just block, right? I either block or sorry, like I'll run forwards and do a throw because I think I need to test this. So I don't think it works if he does that one, but I think if Teemo does up slingshot like this, I think there might be enough time to run forward and grab him. I don't know. I've been able to do it a couple times, and I've not quite been able to work out what's happening. But I've definitely been able to throw him while he's done a slingshot, just because the slingshot hasn't quite gotten to me in time. I don't know. Play fighting games while high and talk. No, not on stream, no. No, not on stream, no. I don't think I've played fighting games while intoxicated on stream, like, while on stream. I've definitely done it before, but I don't think I've done it while on stream. No, I must have at some point while I was playing Guilty Gear. I'm pretty sure I was still at my mum's back then. I was in a little hobbit hole. Dash in dodge room. Right, let me try and read that again. I'm struggling. I think dash in dodge room, push block to. Yeah, I don't know. This is something that like I struggle with when I'm like working out pressure sequences. Is I can never quite tell what my opponent's going to do. Like this, I feel like is what a lot of Teemos default to, right? Because it pushes him back. It puts a mushroom right there. It's hard to argue with the results. Oh no, that's just. Unsure. That's not right. Boring part of the game. That's what I'm like avoiding in Grand Blue. Cause like I've gotten to a point with Kag where like the only thing I can keep learning on her is just like increasingly more complex and weird setups.
Careful! Told ya.
It just all the characters are so boring. They're so boring. They only get a little saucy as like you get into like the really high-end stuff, and like Kag stuff is just so interesting at all levels of play. Like I really wanted to play Charlotta. I think like Charlotta's neutral is fucking incredible. She's so hard to deal with, and she's such a little pest. And then she gets you to the corner, and you know, yeah, her pressure really good, but her combos just send me to sleep. Most characters in Grand Blue's combos do just send me to sleep. That's why I like Kag so much. And, oh man, it makes me so sad. Yeah, for the 2Co cast. I was watching Diaphone. Was he streaming it or was it a video I saw? I don't quite remember. I learn Uni? Fuck no. If you make Uni, I want to say 5 times easier, I will consider it. But at the moment, Uni is like... Stream when? When Uni is playable by someone that hasn't been playing for under 5 fucking years. Like... There's a reason Uni is not a very popular game. Because it's really, really fucking hard. And it's really complex and really difficult, and no one wants to put in the time unless you're really into your specific character, and I am not super into Azuki. Even if I was, I don't want to play a game with those kinds of characters running around. I don't remember what the guy's name is, but I have never seen a more bullshit character in my fucking... What's the edgy boy with the black and red hair that is just unnecessary levels of... I can't speak at the moment. I've not been awake too long. Onto Unislam. I'm too spicy for that. I think I'm a bit too... I don't want to say controversial, but I think spicy is maybe the right word. Would have fit in. I think my temper is still a bit too much to really go on stuff like that. I feel like I'm still a bit too... again, spicy. Diaphone was in it? Yeah, Diaphone's chill as fuck. I'm not. I'm trying to be. Hide. Okay, Viking, you're just saying words now. Uni needs simple inputs. And it's crazy that it doesn't have simple inputs. I'm still trying this while he's blocking because I'm stupid. Hey Joe Mackie, how you doing? That's not the problem.
Watch out! Watch out! Oh yeah! Watch out! Watch out!
I charged that for way too fucking long.
Watch out! Watch out!
Oh, bollocks.
Oh,
You hit 40, congrats.
watch out! Watch out!
Oh, I fully charged that. Peh.
Woo!
Broski, I know the main character's name is Hyde. That doesn't change the fact that Viking's just saying words. Like, Guilty Gear. Soul. That doesn't mean anything. It's just a name. You're just saying words at me now. Like, uni is too hard. Way too fucking hard. I say this every stream. Well, sorry, not every stream, but every stream uni gets brought up. It's too hard. It's too hard. There's a reason it's not very popular. Because it's too fucking hard. And they don't ever make it any goddamn easier. So it's never gonna be a particularly popular fucking game. That and the cast are kinda boring. Like, they're more interesting than Melty Blood. Like, you've got the big, weird, like, grappler guy, and you've got Carmen, who's a bastard. So, like, they're more interesting than the Melty Bloods. But they're less interesting than Guilty Gear. That makes sense. And, like, Izuki's cool. It's just too difficult. It's just too difficult. And I don't like Izuki enough to put in the effort. Not that hard. There's the person who's been playing it for however long it's been out. Like, Viken, in the politest way possible, you are the last person I'm going to ask about whether Uni is considered a difficult game, because you've been playing it since release! Yeah, no shit, you don't think it's difficult! You know how many people are like, oh, Blast Blue's not that hard, oh, Melty Blood's not that hard. It's like, yeah, it's because you've been playing it for 10 fucking years! You've been playing it since before I was born! Yeah, no shit, you don't think it's that hard! Like, you're currently watching me struggle with 5-frame like, sorry, this isn't even a link. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Like, I'm struggling with a 5-frame partial charge. Uni requires way fucking more than that from you. Like, I really wanted to learn Mika, and then I saw that she required deep emotions in the air. Fuck off. I ain't doing that shit. No, absolutely not. Deep emotions in the air? Brother, I struggle with them in, like, full stop. Strive is not harder than Uni. You're actually high as fuck. You're on execution. No, you are, like, you're actually wrong. You're actually high. What character in Strive requires you to do multiple deep emotions in the air? See, when you said nerdy guy with his book, my brain went to Asuka. I have no idea who you're talking about. Nerdy guy with his book. I don't know what his name is. Doesn't he command that weird creature thingy?
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Careful! Told ya! Shoot him if you got him!
Piss.
Watch out! Watch out!
Strive is harder because of movement. Is it? What kind of wild movement are you struggling with in Strive that is easier in Uni? Chaos? Oh, is that... his name's just Chaos? My little persona... Persona. I remember watching a tournament of Uni 2 before I was properly into fighting games. And I remember looking at, like, him summoning his weird fucking creature thing. And that, was it a TikTok or was it a Vine? I don't remember. Of the lady singing to her cat. Here comes the boy. That's all I had going through my head every time I saw him. I meant to make an edit and I just never kind of got around to it.
Watch out! Yeah, watch out! Whoosh! Careful!
You're very grounded. You're taking the piss, right? You're taking the piss, right? Uni is a grounded game. You're taking the piss, right? You're baiting me. You must be baiting me. You are joking. You have to be baiting me right now. Uni is a grounded game? Have we been watching the same gameplay? Viken, what are you smoking?
Watch out!
I'm like actually baffled where you've gotten these takes from. Like I know that you play the game, so like I only watch it. How do you think it's a grounded game? People are jumping constantly. People have like wild fucking air movement. What? Huh? I'm so confused.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
That was, yeah, no. I'm so confused. I feel like someone's just told me Street Fighter is like a fair footsies game.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
But
Watch out! Here you go! Oh yeah! Watch out!
I was just like, I was speechless. Like, I know very little about Uni, but when Ponytail was practicing it, there was, he was practicing a guy, I do not remember what his name is. A DLC character, Edgy McFuckface. And his entire thing was jumping into the air, teleport, and I can mix you 6 different ways from up here. So when you sit there saying Uni is a grounded game, and I've seen the things that I have, like I've seen that, I've seen the air combos that Mika can do, and just like the things that happen in tournaments. I don't see it. In the politest way possible, I don't see the grounded gameplay. Two characters want to be in the air. Okay, then what? Why have I seen so much other stuff that also involves being in the air? Like, I'm gonna be real, Viking. You've just said Strive is harder in terms of execution. I don't know how much I trust your opinion anymore, because that is just blatantly wrong. If Strive was easier, if Strive was harder execution-wise, Strive would not be the more popular game. I genuinely believe that. Like, I don't think that's the only reason Strive is more popular, but I think ease of access is a big part of it. And that, to me, is why Uni is not very popular, because it's really hard to get into. But that's just what I think. If you think Strive is harder, why do you think Uni is not very popular? Because genuinely, I think the reason Uni isn't popular is because the execution's too much. So why do you think Uni is not very popular? Uni is deeper, okay, but why do you think it's not as popular? Because, like, I don't want to say no one plays Uni, but when you go to when I go to versus fighting, there is like maybe 5-10 people at the Uni section. Strive gets updated more. Do you really think that's it? Because Strive isn't actually updated all that often. It's updated more than certain other fucking games, Capcom. But I don't think Strive was updated all that often. That's not going to be the only reason you think Uni is less popular than Strive, though. Come on. It can't just be updates. You can't just think it's updates, right? Play base for a game you think is gonna die in 2 years? The launch was terrible. Uni's launch was terrible? Hard to keep a player base for a game you think is going to die. What do you mean by that exactly? Because Arxists are dead-ass convinced that Strive is gonna fail any fucking day now. For no reason. Like a crossplay is a huge problem? There's no crossplay? Huh. That's certainly gonna be a factor, yeah. Oh, sorry, first, you've been asking me about this Helltakers fighting game. Does it look any good? I haven't seen anything about it, if that's what you're probing me for. I haven't seen it. I've been home for a day. Yes. It was gonna be wild, Deadstalk. Darkstalk, not Deadstalkers. Oh, that's Fist. Wait, the Fist of the fucking Dwarfstar game's there? Why? How? I think is more the question, actually. How? How? Are you sure? That's weird. Like, I know people... Do people like that game? The retro games... Oh! I didn't know Evo had a retro game section. That's neat. I like that. Yeah, no, I don't want to say that people love the Fist of the North Star game, but it's definitely got a reputation. I've definitely seen a few videos on it. So, yeah, it's got a reputation. Let's go with that. I don't know if people love it or hate it, to be honest with you. I think I've just seen people talk about it. Like our first strike. Oh, right. I mean, hey, listen, I'm a little slow sometimes. I think it was the third year of me, sorry, not third, but like the second year, me watching Evo, and they go, do they ever do, like, non-fighting game stuff? And fucking Ponytail just stared at me. I now realize I effectively asked, like, where's League of Legends at like, the international Dota fucking event, right? BlazBlue was a main game? Yeah! Was it Central Fiction? Yeah! People are excited about that. Give us a new BlazBlue, please. 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 Do BlazBlue. Do BlazBlue, please. Fuck, man, I don't even play BlazBlue that much. I've just seen so many of my friends are just so excited and want one that I want one for them, you know? I'm gonna make it for 3 years. Maybe my fan art is surprised at how decent it looks. Does it look decent? What kind of art style are we talking here? Are we talking like Scud? Because that, for some reason, my brain is like instantly gone to Scud. Fucking hell. Ah! Oh, fuck hell. Oh, my medium didn't come out. I tried to watch Sonic Fox doing some gameplay the other day. And granted, I didn't watch all of it because it was like a 16-minute long video and I was just watching it while I was making a cuppa. But for like, I think for the first 5 minutes, he was doing almost nothing but zoning. And I was like, oh, come on, man. I want to see you do combos. I want, like, and the one time you managed to land a nice, juicy Jinx combo was gonna do some, like, sick setup that I hadn't seen before. They fucking burst out of it. Just wanted to see the Jinx combo. Because they went to do, like, a Jinx rocket loop, and then it, like, went into something else. And I was like, wait, what's happening here? Where's this going? And then they burst, and I fucking... It's fine, I don't want to see that combo end anyway. It's fine. Animate captures the essence of the Helltaker creator. Oh no. I don't know if I like the sounds of that. Because I don't know. Dead or Alive exists. And And even when that has characters I like, I won't play it for
Watch out!
very obvious reasons.
Watch out! Watch out! Here you go!
Fuck.
Oh yeah! Watch out! Here you go!
Fuck.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
I think I left that too late. Ah, come on! Oh,
Watch out! Watch out!
that's not. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh yeah! Watch out! Here you go!
Fuck. Not super horny. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking like Dead or Alive. What's that fucking trashy anime called? High School the Dead level fucking like booby physics where it's just we want this titty shot to work so fucking badly we're going to defy the laws of physics and everything you've ever known and loved will die for this one titty shot. And I go, oh, can I leave? Really not into this.
Oh yeah! Watch out! Watch out! Oh yeah! Watch
Oh
out!
man, this fucking partial charge.
Oh yeah!
Life for uni style. Okay, that sounds nice. So if there's one thing I've never said about bad about uni is that it looks bad. No, uni looks great.
Ho-ho!
Fuck. Fuck.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Oh, come on. Is it, sprite based? Is it sprite based? Ah.
Ho-ho! Woo!
Oh shit, that was partial charge. I like how uni looks. I like how uni looks. Uni designs are too simple. I wouldn't say no. Like I reserve too simple for Melty Blood designs because I think those are too simple. I think there's very little going on in a lot of those designs. I think uni has some of that, but it's more that the designs are kind of generic more than bland, if that makes sense. There's a difference. Like, there's definitely more going on than Melty. You know, there's definitely some salt and pepper in there to, you know, Melty Blood's bread and cheese sandwich.
Oh yeah! Watch
You know? But it's not Strive's. I don't know. I like Strive's character designs are so fascinating. Again, I don't necessarily want to say they're too simple. I think it's more just they're too generic. I've seen these designs before, and I've seen them done. I don't want to say better because there's nothing wrong with them, but I've seen them done in more interesting ways. And then I look at Strive, and there's like, I think the most boring character in that's probably like, fuck. Who has a boring design? Maybe Chip. Probably because he is just a ninja, I guess. But then someone tells you he's an ex-crackhead and you go, what? And then someone goes, oh, he's also the president of Africa. And you go, what the fuck? What the fuck kind of game is this? Oh no, I don't think Chip looks bad. I think Chip just looks the most... He looks the most of his archetype. He is just a ninja. He is a ninja. And he is just dressed like a ninja. Then he has a fucking otter, and he's the... Why is he the president of Africa? Why is he the president of Africa? Like, how did he go from crackhead to president of Africa? I love the Strive story sometimes. Who would have her power is literally just the MILF archetype. That's, well, even with her power, she's the MILF archetype. But that's kind of what I mean, right? There's very little variation from what that character's archetype is. Hyde is the main character. So is, I don't remember what her fucking name is, but the girl with the sweater with the two blades. She's the female main character, or like the sidekick friend, childhood friend kind of thing. There's very little interesting going on with their designs. I like Hyde's hair, though. Hyde's hair's cool. But, like, she has nothing going on. And, like, Waldstein, big fucking fellow with big robot arms. Kind of cool design, but you look at him and go, that's the grappler. Same with Mika. You see the big fuck off robot arms, you go, that's the grappler. That's kind of what I mean. Like, Azuki is Witch Girl. And it's like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I like witch characters, but that's all she is. She's Witch Girl. And that's kind of what I mean. They are just their archetypes and nothing else. Whereas, like, the things my favorite characters always break away from their archetypes. Like, Potemkin, big scary man, big heart of gold, Kag, adorable small creature, horrible fucking monster girl. No, I did not see the video you put in with some bubbles. What did you post? Called as a scientist. Yeah, Jacko was also a scientist. And you look at Sol, you go, this guy's smart. This guy can use his brain. See, you need to see Potemkin, you know he's a grappler. I guess that's true. Okay. Counterpoint. Most people think Potemkin's a robot. You're not wrong, but most people also think Potemkin's a robot, and it's really funny when you go, no, that's a regular old dude. And they go, is he like a gear? Is he, like, why is he that size? You go, built different. I just think that's funny. You are right though. Potemkin. I think Taiga kind of does that too. Though you look at Taiga and you're like, ah, you're a fucking grappler, aren't you? Look at those big old handsies. Damn. Is that nice? Look at saying think he's a vampire. Yes. But okay, the thing with Slayer is that. The reason I have a complicated relationship with Slayer is because his design, physically, I think is really bland. He is just a vampire. He's just a vampire. He's a very dapper-looking vampire, don't get me wrong, but he's just a vampire. And then he punches the shit out of you with Mappa Hunch. And I go, what the fuck was that? Like, yeah, Slayer's a weird one, because I don't fuck with Slayer's design. And then he just punches the shit out of you and all of his clothes come off and I go, what the fuck am I looking at? Yeah, he doesn't fight like one. He really fucking doesn't. Fatal Fury. I don't think maybe Fatal Fury has some simple designs. The thing is though, one of the new characters that got introduced in the current Fatal Fury, what isn't it? No, it's not Paula. That's a different character. Preacher, that was her name. She's adorable. She's so cute. Why is she so damn pretty? But like, actually, I'm gonna look at the Fatal Fury roster because I'm not actually all that familiar. It's City Walls that's a new one, right? Oh, I'm gonna look at my favorite character, Ronaldo. Characters. Oh, I've seen some of these characters. What I think, I don't necessarily disagree in that I think some of these designs are kind of simple, but I feel like I'm more okay with simple designs if there's a because Fatal Fury has a very intense art style. Like, the cell shading does a lot to carry it. I fucking love Preacher. I think she's so damn pretty. Look at her, she's so cute! Why is your name written there? Oh, wait, hold on. Now, 1 second, Viking. Reread that properly. I wanted you to turn guilt to get a live reaction to a BlazBlue story explained. How long's the video? How long's the video? I think you're allowed to get away with that once or twice. I think I'm just biased, to be honest, though. I think I just like Preacher. I think Preacher's just pretty. I know everyone hates this character because she's fucking busted. She's really pretty, though. I think she's cute. Her design is simple. It absolutely is, but I think it's effective. I think it's a simple but effective design. We've got a booby lady over here who have, not for me. Again, I think it's just the art style, right? Like, this is a very simple design, but look at the shading! You hate Preach? Is she brain dead? Oh, I didn't know. Please understand that I have not played this game. I am literally just looking at designs. 17 minutes. Sure, alright. I was expecting a 2-hour one. I was gonna go, maybe. I just think she's pretty. I just think is she really brain dead? Oh, that makes me kind of sad. I don't like brain dead characters. I'm just investigating the wonders and miracle of a fascinating principle known as Key. I happen to be the star pupil of Joe Hasagi. It doesn't say Hasagi, calm down. Fucking hell. my heart rate for like 5 seconds heard the word Hasagi and went, oh, no! Doesn't say Hasagi. Jesus. 19 minutes? That's still fine. That's still fine. Like, I was gonna put the limit at like an hour, honestly. Because like, I've seen some really long ones. I forget Terry's in this. Oh, it's Wrestler Man. Pre-strive? Pre-strive? What's pre-strive? Oh my god, his birthday's near mine. Wow. He cherishes his Griffin mouse. I don't know. Wrestler characters are fun. Again, probably a little simple, but wrestler characters are fun. Who's this? Edgy McEdgeman. The streamer play Mr. Big? Mr. Big? From what? Mr. Big from? Mr. What's a Mr. Big? This guy kind of reminds me of Ed. He looks like a brawler man. Fatal Fury. There's a guy in this called Mr. Big? Oh. My god, there he is. What the fuck? Okay, Titanic, thank you for popping in. I'm not picking a main over here. I'm judging character designs because we were on about the uni character designs. I think they're kind of simple. This guy reminds me of Leroy. Who's like Leroy? Like, maybe not the granddaddy of Drip, but you know, there's something of Drip. Ruthless ruler of Porttown. I don't know. Dang. I want to see how this guy plays, I think. I'd want to see him move. Oh, that didn't... Oh, right.
Having a fight here, huh? Well, this sucks for the both of us.
Make DP safe on block. Wait, how? How the fuck are we making DP safe on block? Strive had that with Roman cancelling out of it, and that's why that shit got fucking removed. Because you shouldn't be allowed to option select with a DPU.
I know the city like the back of my hand. Right then, it's about time you and me got to work. Ready to knock some heads?
Wait, the trailer's not over? Cancel, you cancel the last frame to the first one away. It changes the frame data? That sounds like a kind of Roman cancel, but not quite. Does it take a resource or anything? Who the fuck are you? This is Joe? This motherfucker? I expected a wise old man! Who the fuck is this? He looks like a nerd! This is the guy that taught Preacher? looks like a fucking dog. What's the ugliest design? Oh, I don't know if I'd go with ugly. I think that might have to go to Luke. From Street Fighter 6, the man looks like he's been decked. What's going on? Holy shit! I genuinely expected a wise old man, not this dork-looking motherfucker. Oh my god, that's really funny. I got suggested a video on why people don't play Chun-Li or Ken. Why don't people play Chun-Li or Ken? I don't think Luke is ugly. A lot of people think Luke is ugly. I can't make up my mind, personally. Like, sometimes he looks okay. Sometimes he looks alright. That's a terrible image. Sometimes he looks okay. And sometimes he just looks a little weird. Wait, is this a doll? Oh, that's not fair. That's a doll. But what the fuck? Bring those eyes together a little bit. And that's just fan art. I don't know. Luke's a weird one. Luke, sometimes Luke looks okay. I thought that was the Greg's logo. Sometimes Luke looks okay. Sometimes he doesn't. And that's okay. That's alright. Didn't always have glasses. I think he'd look a lot better without them, but like the hair is also not helping. Like the two of them together, Luke would go hard. I'd buy it. I'd buy it. The colors are kind of already there. Maybe they might have buffered when you answered your request. Request? Oh no, I just kind of said yeah. That's fine. Famed I don't know how to pronounce that. Primark. Wait, why Primark specifically? Come on, man. We want these clothes to last longer than a couple months. Excuse me. Quick kicks that can shatter steel. Another kickboxer can lay a finger. Elbow or knee on Joe. How do you say this? Higashi. And winds up. Sorry, I thought that's a tickling. Tackling a different beast. The Silver Screen. His biopic documentary Legend of Joe, directed by none other than I'm so sorry you have to listen to me read. Already shooting around Southtown. Joe even envisions a bit part for star pupil Preacher, whose recent tournament triumphs have done her master proud. I just like Preacher. I just think Preacher's pretty. This guy looks like a dog, but like, he also has pecs, so, you know, he kicked my ass if I told him I thought he looked like a dog. No one could be as ugly as Luane? Do people think Luane's ugly? Luane ugly? Oh, Luane was generally considered quite handsome. From Primark? You're the one who said Primark! Oh. I'm officially out of tea now. Human weapon. Master of... Fuck. Shiranui. Words. Legendary Southtown Shinobi currently works with my clan's village, where she helps train its youth. Now this pupil who for his own. I can't be asked to read this. What's he do? He looks like he punches. Design's fine. Again, kind of simple. I feel like a lot of these designs are just kind of simple. Are we positive? Is this the same? Are these? Is the Mai that's in Street Fighter the same Mai? Is this the same Mai? Is this the same Mai? I don't know. I never read their last name. Is it the same character? Yes, technically. Huh. I don't know what her last name is. I just know her as Booby Lady. Oh, I can't copy paste that. It is? Oh. I like her costume in this one a lot more. Yeah, it's this one I don't like. I don't understand the... I don't understand how this outfit functions. And I don't understand why it was made the way it was. Like, this is the kind of outfit that, like, makes the fashion part of my brain kick into gear and I go, who the fuck designed this? Who made it this way? Why did they make it this way? How the fuck did you get something like this? Because you would not design something like this by accident. No woman would use that outfit. Yeah, no, that's what I fucking mean. Like, no woman would make this outfit and then force another woman to wear it. You wouldn't do that to someone. That's just cruelty. What about this Marco fella? Oh, a karate man. Meant to be the same vague, or it's not. It's vague whether or not it's canon. They're very clearly the same character though. They just have a different outfit. It's not doing a very good job at disguising herself. Oh, this is, he does big punch. Outfit's distracting? I guess. It's more distracting in the fact that it makes me question why the fuck you're wearing it. Like, it distracts me in a way that I don't think she intends to, you know? Because I think she's supposed to be like, I'm going to put my boobies on display so everyone looks at them and goes, awooga. And I look at her outfit and go, how did you put that on? Like, that's just 2 bits of fabric. How did you get that on? Oh my fucking god, what is that portrait? Oh my god, it's Nero. Who put Nero into this game? It's Nero. It's Nero. Look. Yay. I like DMC, man. Amidst all the darkness and turmoil, it is Nero. Yay. Oh no, he's got a 5 o'clock shadow. Shit. Nero's a fresh-faced baby boy. I'm sorry, who the fuck is this in the background of yours? Child. Wait, hold on. Why does the policeman have a small minority child with him? Could someone please tell me what these two are doing together? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. That he does not belong to you. Where did you get this child from? Excuse me. Where did you get this child from? Keeper of Peace, stationed in Southtown. Trusty companion, Marky. And use the child? Why is the child here? Why is the child here? Get the fuck out of here! What? Please do not use the child as a meat shield. I'm begging you, Mr. Officer, please. He's a good boy. Don't do it. Chilling us out, no place for kids to hang. Isn't that everywhere now? Like, if kids go outside and people go, oh my god, there are children outside. Call the police. Hickman. Again, like, none of these designs have really made me go, ooh. Other than Preachers. Like, I like this design. But, like, none of the other ones really make me go, ooh. But the art style does. You look like Echo. Oh god, you look like Echo! Oh god, I hate you already. You look like a smug little bastard. You look like Echo. I'm trying to hang out in Kevin's kiosk. I didn't go out as a kid. Being told to go outside was a punishment for me because my mom would go, you're grounded, and I go, oh, really? Yay! That means I don't have to go outside. They were top tier brain dead. Oh no, he is Echo. Does he have Time Winder? Does he have Time Winder? For the police and children in my house on Christmas morning. No, not in your house. Outside. ninja window, I'm gonna fucking lose it. You're joking. Is this just Echo again? My time! Oh, he's so goofy. Oh, he's just a goofy boy. My time. I'm messing? Are you? It looked like he just threw something there. The only difference is it didn't just stop her in place for 10 fucking seconds. He has a clone. He has a clone. He has a clone. He just doesn't have Time Winder. That is like actually the only thing he doesn't have. He just doesn't have Time Winder. He other than that, yeah, this is Ninja Echo. Revan, oh come on! Take a break! Fuck off! Yeah, no, it is Ninja Echo. It's Ninja Echo. It's Ninja Echo. I cannot believe it. Dude, I saw the fucking pose. I saw the scarf. I was like, oh boy, here we fucking go. Alright, I'm done looking at Fatal Fury characters. Where's that link if I consent? I will pause the 2K music as well, don't worry. Is Viken even here? Hey Viken, are you here? Echo if he was Chip. I think I would have agreed with you if Chip didn't have his, like, rope move now. It's like, God, that move's kind of fucking cool. It's annoying to deal with, but like, it's kind of sick. Video time, video time. In fact, Viken, would you allow me 5 minutes to go for a piss and make a cup of tea? Can I have those 5 minutes? I finished my cup and I'd like a fresh one. Smile. Love heart. Please. Yay! Yippee! I shouldn't be this happy over a cuppa. I'm just in a good mood. I'm just happy. I'd have a drink for viewing. Of course! I'm so glad you understand. No, no. Absolutely. This is why we're friends. Right, I will be right back. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. You probably should too. Which button do I press? I need to remember. Is it this one?
I have to pee! Won't you fight for your life? Gay frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Gay friggin' frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Gay frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Gay friggin' frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Gay frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Gay friggin' frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Gay frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like real slow for you. Yay! Frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Yay! Frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Yay! Friggin' frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Yay! Frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Yay! Frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Yay! Friggin' frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Yay! Frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Yay! Frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Yay! Friggin' frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Yay! Frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Yay! Frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Yay! Friggin' frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Yay! Frogs! I'm back, bitches!
Alright, I think... Oh shit, I forgot about that. Hi, my setup is slightly different now, I forgot. Hey Robbie, welcome back! Just in time. We are just about to start watching the entire BlazBlue story, apparently. Viking has asked very politely that I react to this, and I see no reason not to, though I worry about starting before they've said anything. I think they'd be a little upset if I started without them, but let's check volumes.
Center of the BlazBlue universe is a thing known as the Azure, which is a mysterious force that can grant the wishes of anyone who obtains it.
Okay, that looks to be a good volume. I would have gotten a light snack, but I've gone through half a can of Pringles and it wasn't the second half of a chocolate bar, but it was some of a very large chocolate bar. I got given a lot of snacks this Christmas. Oh, who are we watching? I should... Oh, how do you say that? Davian? Bien? I'll have to try and pronounce it afterwards.
Okay, so, at the very center of the BlazBlue
Quality's
universe is
all
a thing
good?
known as the Azure, which is a mysterious
Okay.
force that can grant the wishes of anyone who obtains it. The Azure exists within a space called the Boundary, which is a parallel dimension that governs everything that exists. Also
Okay.
present within the Boundary is a group of 3 gods known as the Sankishin, who hold an immense amount of power over time and shit. The first and most powerful
Okay.
god is the Amaterasu unit, whose main power is what's called phenomenon intervention, which is basically the ability to retcon reality. The second god is the Tsukuyomi unit, which is a giant impenetrable shield, and the third is the Susanoo unit, which is a suit of armor that grants the user tremendous strength. The
Okay.
machine
yeah.
usually just kind of sit there, but one day the Susanoo unit got really bored, so its soul split off from itself and became a guy named Yuki Terumi, while the armor
Oh.
was simply left behind. Time passes and humanity discovers the Susanoo unit, the Amaterasu unit, and the first ever shield gate, also known as a Hellspring, sometimes called a Gate of Judgment, but most of the time referred to as a Cauldron, which is a gate.
Why? Why does it have 4 different names? I have many different questions
Way
of
into
why
the
so
boundary, to
far.
humanity, the key to obtaining godhood. In order to access the powers of the Amaterasu unit, humanity developed the
Yeah,
prime field
apparently. I've been
devices,
told
which are
this
artificial
before.
humans that can access the boundary, one of which, called the Origin, succeeds in obtaining such power. However, the prime field devices also became self-aware, which caused humanity to shit themselves and declare war on the prime.
Ooh, that art's real cool. That's like something I would have painted in high school. That's cool. Is he not living armor? How is he walking around being a suit of armor if he's not a living suit of armor? Obviously, this is cool. This
Field
is very
devices
edgy. You'll
that
see?
they created.
Okay.
Great work, guys. Meanwhile, some guy managed to get his hands on a small piece of the Azure's immense power, which allowed for a single wish of his to be granted. So he thought to himself, what could one man possibly want more than anything? That's right, vampires. So the mysterious man wished Clavis Alucard into existence. The war culminates into humans unleashing the first ever black beast upon the world, an uncontrollable creature that devours everything it sees. There's a whole plan behind doing this, but it doesn't matter because the
Sorry.
existed.
What? Where
For a
did the
single
beast come
wish of his to
from?
be granted.
Sorry,
so he thought to
what?
himself, what could one man possibly want more than anything? That's right, vampires. So the mysterious man wished Clavis Alucard into existence.
Yeah.
The war culminates into humans unleashing the first ever black beast upon the world.
By vampires? Why did these things happen? How did humanity make these fucking things?
Alucard into existence. The war culminates into humans unleashing the first ever black.
How? How? You can't just be like, they came about because of how...
Beast upon the world, an uncontrollable creature that devours everything it sees. There's a whole plan behind doing this, but it doesn't matter because the Origin sees that things have gotten a little out of hand, so she uses phenomenon intervention to replace this old fucked up world with a new one, and thus the world of BlazBlue was born. An unspecified amount of time passes, and we turn our attention to 2 baller scientists, Shuichiro Ayatsuki and Riley.
And the best dad in the world!
Is Clover, who are working with Yuki Terumi to create a sword that can kill Amaterasu called the Kusanagi. To be clear, that's a bad thing. Killing Amaterasu basically means ending the entire world, but apparently no one cares because Relius begins working on the project anyway while Shuichiro works on a side project known as Kushinada's Linchpin in the event that some horrible disaster occurs as a result of their research. A horrible disaster occurs as a result of their research when the final experiment to create Kusanagi failed miserably
I
and
don't blame
produced
Rico
a
for
black
wanting
beast
the
from the
vampire
Cauldron. This
girlfriend.
is getting ridiculous, guys. The appearance of the Black
Yeah.
Beast ushers in a new conflict known as the Dark War as it begins its rampage across the country of Japan. World leaders are looking at this all like, oh shit, that's not good. So their solution is...
I'm sorry, the fucking...
World leaders are looking at this all like, oh shit.
Why is Johnny back there? Who the fuck let you in? Who invited you? So you've got, you know, Obama, the president from fucking Sonic, who I assume is the president of the US in Guilty Gear. Who the fuck invited my man?
Shit, that's not good. So their solution is to nuke the entirety of Japan. Am I reading the right script? How the fuck does this keep happening? The only thing worse than that is that it accomplished literally nothing. They blew up Japan for no reason. Anyways, about 6 or so years into the war, most survivors escaped to the Magister city of Ishana, home to the leading researchers of magic. There we are introduced to local amnesiac Kazuma Kaval, who is searching for the Azure to get his memories back. In pursuit of this, he tells one of his classmates, Celica A. Mercury, to escape from Ishana because her father, Shuichiro Ayatsuki, may still be alive in Japan. He then finds a secret cauldron that emitted so much crazy knowledge that he discovers he's not an amnesiac, but an artificial human created by Relius to serve as a vessel for Yuki Terumi. Meanwhile, Celica is rushing towards Japan to find her father. Now, we're going to skip ahead and come back to this
think
later.
I'm
You'll see
following.
why in a bit. But to summarize, the Black Beast mysteriously decided to take a nap for a year while the humans developed Ars Magus and the Nox Victoris, which a group of legendary fighters known as the Six Heroes used to defeat the Black Beast and finally put an end to the era known as the Dark War. Many years passed, and a new organization called the Novus Orbis Librarium, abbreviated as the NOL, began acting as the world
Relius,
government
can
and
you just
established
stop?
the
No, you
23
can't.
hierarchical cities. Unfortunately, the NOL perpetuated created an ever-widening socioeconomic gap and racism, which prompted 6 hierarchical cities to band together and declare independence from the NOL, calling themselves the Ikarga Federation.
Yay.
Reminder, BlazBlue was a fighting game. Unsurprisingly, the
I always finding games that have stories like this. It's like the gameplay is a 1v1.
NOL was
Smile.
not a big fan of this maneuver and put their troops in motion to suppress the Federation, having their main target as Ikaraga's leader, Tenjo Aminohokosaka, and thus igniting the Ikarga Civil War. Meanwhile, 3 children named Ragna, Jin, and Saya are peacefully living at a church until that dickhead Terumi shows up and ruins everything. Jin is given
Also, I didn't know they were siblings. Wait, they're siblings? Doesn't Noel have a thing for Ragnar?
an evil magic sword which causes him to burn down the church and chop Ragnar's arm off, all the while Terumi kidnaps Saya. Ragnar is bleeding out when Rachel Alucard, the daughter of Clavis Alucard, saves him by giving him a weapon called the Azure Grimoire. From there, Saya would be taken to a lab and cloned into 3 more prime field devices, one of which would go on to become Noel Vermilion after said lab got vaporized. Jin was adopted into the Kisaragi family and would later become a lieutenant for the NOL. He decided fuck the Ikaraga Civil War, so he confronted Tenjo Aminohokosaka by himself and killed her, single-handedly ending the war. This
When does that have stopped Japan? That's very true, actually. I'm pretty sure Japan was nuked in the Guilty Gear lore as well, and I don't know if it was, like, the reason Japanese became strong, or if it was, like, the reason they were nuked. But, like, that's why Mei is so idiot strong. She's just Japanese.
brings us to the events of the very first BlazBlue video game. Yes, that's right, everything up to this point was just backstory from the light novels and
Fuck off! You are joking. I hate this game.
some flashbacks from the games, much of which wasn't originally told in chronological order until I organized it for this video. Anyways, can we please talk about the games now? Starting with BlazBlue Calamity Trigger, which takes place around a year after the war. The NOL places a massive bounty on...
Where is this from? Please tell me this is a real screenshot. Please tell me this is a real screenshot. Please tell me this is real. I want this to be real so badly. I really hope that's not fan
which
art.
takes place around a year after the war.
Fuck.
The NOL places a massive bounty on some guy named Ragnar the Blood Edge, nicknamed the Grim Reaper, who has been destroying cauldrons across the different NOL branches, with his next objective being the 13th hierarchical city of Kagutsuchi. On his way to the cauldron, he faces off against Hakumen, the current wielder of the Susanoo unit. Hakumen was one of the 6 heroes during the Dark War, and since then he was apparently floating adrift in the boundary for reasons until he was retrieved and brought to this current time by a genius catgirl scientist named Kokanoe. Why? Ragnar barely defeats Hakumen and continues until he finds a prime field device called New 13, who says some weird ass shit.
Killings for people. You get broken.
Oh, Ragnar, I love it when you talk dirty.
Anyways, New stabs Ragnar straight through the torso and drags him into the cauldron, killing both of them instantly. Yeah, no, just kidding, because this, my friends, is the beginning of something called the looping world. See, every time Ragnar dies, the world would reset back to the beginning of the Dark War and continue until Ragnar dies to New 13 again. Also, when New and Ragnar die, they fuse into a black beast, because apparently creating the world's most destructive force is surprisingly easy. That black beast would then be sent back.
Why does that just casually happen? Dialogue? Real question. Why is the writer of BlazBlue a weirdo? I don't even know if it's necessarily the writer, but like I managed to find a special collector's edition of Calamity Trigger while I was clearing the bedroom. I was going through the art book. I think I've told this story before, in fact. I was going through the art book and I was like, you know, this artwork of the lads is real nice. I wonder what the girls are. And it was, you know, I turned the page and it was just a zoom in of Lychee's boobs. Have you met creatives? They usually attempt to hide it in some way, rather than just, this is what I jack off to. This is what I jack off to. I made this character to look at her boobies. You know, they're usually a bit more subtle about it. It's not usually just an art book where the only image on the screen, the only image on the page is a pair of breasts. They're from Japan. That's not a good enough fucking reason. Being from a certain country doesn't mean you get to just be a fucking weirdo. I just don't. Why is it necessary? Why do I need to know about your fucking wank material? I don't want to know.
In time, about 100 years ago, to relation Shuichiro's failed
It's
experiment to
entirely
raise hell in the Dark
unnecessary.
War. Time looped from the Dark War to Calamity trigger at least 725 times before Noelle Vermilion watches Ragna get dragged into the cauldron and saves him
I'm
at the
sorry. That was the face she made when she was watching a friend die. I fucking hate this game franchise.
25
Bro,
times before
yes. I make this face when I'm watching my friend die. Like, bro, shit like this is why I get so defensive when I see women being mistreated in media. They're enemies at that point. That makes even less sense. Yes, I watch someone I don't like die and I make this face.
Vermilion watches Ragna get
Fuck
dragged into
off,
the
I
cauldron
hate
and saves him
anime.
at the last second, ending the looping world. Enter the Takamagahara
I hate
system,
anime.
a
I
program
hate
of
it.
AIs
This is
created
why
to
I
destroy
stopped
the
watching.
world, kill Amaterasu, and obtain the Azure so that they can serve as the god of the Blaze Blue world. Long story short, Ragna's survival hinders their objective, so Takamagahara launches this thing called Take Mikazuchi, which is set to fire a giant laser upon Kagutsuchi in an attempt to kill Ragna. Hot take? That's a little overkill. Fortunately, Rachel Alucard deploys the Tsukiyomi unit to prevent Ragna's death from happening, sacrificing most of her powers in the process. This begins the events of Blaze Blue Continuum Shift, where we see Terumi make another push to finally create the Kusanagi. He is inhabiting a new vessel named Hazuma,
I'm like,
not
I've
to be
gotten
confused with
warm
Kazuma, that kid sucked and
from
died
how
a long
angry
time
I've
ago.
just
Now,
gotten.
Hazuma is a different dude who is posing as the captain of the NOL Intelligence Department. Okay, Hazuma's actually been around for a while, but I mean... Noelle...
Sorry, I don't know if he just, like, talked about that. Why are there two of them? And why does no one care? Why does no one care that there are just two identical looking blokes walking around? Or did I miss something? Because there are a lot of words and names being thrown around and I'm not really absorbing any of it anymore.
This begins the events of Blaze Blue Continuum Shift, where we see Terumi make another push to finally create the Kusanagi. He is inhabiting a new vessel named Hazuma, not to be confused with Kazuma, that kid sucked and died a long time ago. No, Hazuma is a different dude who is posing as the captain of the NOL Intelligence Department.
Whatever.
Okay, Hazuma's actually been around for a while, but I mean... Noelle also happens to have
Nobody
new powers,
knows
the details
this
of which
fuck
are
this man's
abstract
been
and
alive
not
for 3
important, but she
decades.
has no idea how to control them, which fucks with the timeline to where every possibility ever is happening simultaneously and interchangeably, which is being taken advantage of by Takamagahara to further their objective towards Doomsday. After a lot of shenanigans, Noelle realizes that Hazuma is up to no good, so she makes her way to the top of Kagutsuchi,
Oh yeah, because this man looks really trustworthy.
where Hazuma reveals to her that she
This man, super trustworthy. Would trust him with my life. This man right here.
is in fact a robot and no one likes her. This makes her have an existential crisis which causes her to ascend into this biblically accurate angel
Okay, I don't like Noelle, but it's not because she's a robot. I don't like Noelle because she's a fucking doormat who loses clothes
This makes
the
her
more
have
the
an
games go
existential
on.
crisis which causes her to ascend into this biblically accurate angel-looking thing and transform into Mew-12, the Kusanagi. Meanwhile, Ragna finds his way to the top of Kagutsuchi to face off against Hazuma/Terumi. After a lot of yapping, the Kusanagi announces that the world sucks and needs to die, so she heads down to the underground cauldron to fight Jin Kisaragi, kill Amaterasu, and destroy the world. Terumi moves in to kill Ragna, but suddenly another Prime Field device called Lambda 11 swoops in out of nowhere and sacrifices herself to save Ragna. For some reason, I don't know why she did that. It's a good thing she did though, because she grants Ragna an immense power boost called the Idea Engine, which allows him to defeat Terumi. For now, Ragna then heads down to for some reason, I don't know why she did that. It's a good thing she did though, because she grants Ragna an immense power
Sure, I
boost
wanna
called
see
the
him
Idea
flip through
Engine,
the
which
air
allows
again.
him to defeat Terumi. For now, Ragna then heads down to the underground cauldron to find Jin Kisaragi
Is that
battling
him
Mew-12.
dying?
Jin's all like,
This
step
nigga's having a
aside,
great
I got
time."
this. So Ragna tags in and inverts the Idea Engine to reverse the smelting
Oh
of
my
Mew-12,
God.
bringing back Noelle Vermilion and returning the world to normal. For now, directly afterwards, Hazuma destroys the Takamagahara system, and the new Imperator of the NOL unveils herself for the first time as
Oh
Hades
shit, it's,
Izanami, who is the person
busted.
behind all of the corruption in the NOL so that she can kill the entire world. These people need new hobbies. This brings us to the events of Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma, where Ragna heads for Ikariga to search for a peculiar device known as Kushinada's linchpin, a device that basically stops magic from working, which could potentially help Ragna kill Izanami. Ragna meets with this girl, then that guy, then this thing, then gets injured very badly, but none of that actually happened because Phenomenon intervention, except for Ragna being injured, that part was real. He meets Celica A. Mercury for the first time, but gets really confused that she seems to know who he is, so he just sort of dips out of there. Wait a second, wasn't
You know what? Reasonable. I think I would be, if I met someone and they were acting like they already knew me.
Celica
Nah,
from the Dark
I'm out.
War? Yes, the Celica we see here is an exact copy of her existence from nearly 100 years ago during the Dark War, meaning that she is what's known as a Chrono Phantasma, which is short for shouldn't exist. Ragna picks a fight with some random dude before getting arrested by a high-ranking NOL officer, Kagura Mutsuki. Kagura is working with Kokanoe to orchestrate a rebellion to force Izanami out of power, and offers Ragna some intel on Kushinada's linchpin in exchange for his participation in a plan known as the Battle of Ragna the Blood Edge, a plan that has nothing to do with Izanami, so we're not going to talk about it. After a near-death experience, Ragna vows to never use the Azure Grimoire ever again, but then Rachel's all like, Ragna, you're a fucking pussy-ass bitch, and to prove it, I am now going to send you back in time. You're gonna do fucking what? See ya.
Oh.
Ragna is suddenly transported
Rachel,
all the way
what the
back to the Dark
fuck?
War, arriving at the very moment in the beginning of the story where Celica is running away from home in search of her father. Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
Ragna lands in a forest where he meets Celica for the first time for the second time.
Why?
Not recognizing her because he's got amnesia. Selective amnesia, given that he remembers Rachel, his siblings, and the entire history of the Dark War, but amnesia nonetheless. Ragna decides to help Celica in her journey to find her father.
That's the kind of amnesia you get from, oh fuck, what happens to that lady in the fucking robot anime? Oh, what is it? What's it fucking called? It's the one with Lelouch in it. She gets, like, shot in the shoulder, and she loses her memory. And you go, huh? That's not how that works. What was that fucking anime called again? Code Geass, that was it. That's what getting shot in the shoulder does. It gives you selective memory loss. It's the same fucking shit.
But he dies, so he's not important. The real juice is that they find Kushinada's linchpin, which is capable of killing the Black Beast and ending the Dark War at the small price of killing Celica. Yeah, no thanks. So Ragna comes up with a better plan. He's going to, and this is not a joke, run directly into the Black Beast and see what happens. This fucking works, and the Black Beast disappears for a year. In that time, the 6 heroes were assembled, consisting of 9, Trinity Glassfill, Jubei, Valkenhayn, and fucking
Trinity? Who the fuck is that? That's Platinum. Whomst. Who's that?
Teromi for some reason, all of whom were
Wait,
led
what?
by Hakumen,
Teromi?
who is
Why
actually
the
a version of Jin
fucking cat? Why is a
Kisaragi
cat?
from 100
Why
years
is
in the future,
Platinum?
from one of the timelines where Jin stupidly jumped into the Kagutsuchi cauldron. In the final battle of the Dark War, the 6 heroes mercilessly attack the outer body of the Black Beast, while Celica goes inside and helps Ragna kill its heart, which is actually
what can the
13
cat
again.
talk? I don't know
ask.
anymore.
Once the heart is thoroughly killed, Rachel flies in to teleport Ragna back to his own time, while Celica gets to safety and watches Hakumen deal the final
Excuse
blow
me,
to
holy
the Black
shit.
Beast. Celica would go on to build a church where she would raise 3 children named Ragna, Jin, and Saya. Huh, what a coincidence.
What? I hate time travel. Why did 9 fuck the cat? That is also a very good question. Why does the cat talk? And how did the cat land a big titty witch GF? And why are they both terrible parents? Like, at least Jubei tries, right? He's still a terrible dad.
While 9 and Jubei get married and have a
well.
daughter together. That daughter turns out to be
Oh,
Coconut.
look at her! Oh, she's so cute! How can you both be so nasty to her? She's so fucking cute!
Oh wait, but 9 wouldn't get to raise
she's
her on account of the fact that she
adorable.
was thrown into the boundary alongside Trinity and Hakumen thanks to Teromi. Anyways, back to the present day. It actually
That
turns out
would
that
make-
Kokanoe was the one who brought Celica into their time.
would make raising
no
a
way,
child
but
a
9
bit
wouldn't get to
difficult.
raise her on account of the fact that she was thrown into the boundary alongside Trinity and Hakumen thanks to Teromi. Anyways,
Sorry, I wanted to see that
back to the
artwork.
present day. It actually
This looks... Kokanoe? What are you... Why do I look like we look like we've, like, walked in and seen something we have... Kokanoe, what is this? What is this that you have right here? What is this? Care to explain what the fuck you're doing? No? She's making science It looks like she's making something made of silicon.
It turns out that Kokonoe was the one who brought Celica into their time period for the sole purpose of killing her to activate Kushinada's linchpin to kill Izanami, which Ragna sees as ethically problematic, apparently complications with being
Yeah, but it's better than just being like, hey, you know what we should do? We should nuke the country a second time. That's one of the more sensible problematic
Throne of
characters.
Phantasma means that Celica is just gonna die soon anyways, but Rachel steps in to explain that there's another way to activate the linchpin, the Nox Nectoris Phoenix Retenjo, which is currently in the possession of Bang Shishigami. Ragna, Noelle, and Celica meet with Bang to activate the linchpin, but are stopped by Relius Clover while Izanami announces to the world that she is now proceeding with the whole killing everyone plan. Oh my fucking god, just do it already! Hazama and New 13 activate the Tower of Ibukido to bring about the Nemesis Horizon, the gate by which Amaterasu gracefully descends into the mortal realm, and Izanami summons Take Mikazuchi as the means to finally kill it.
Okay.
Ragna, Noelle, and Jin are teleported in front of Take Mikazuchi, and they hold it off as Bang Shishigami nails the Retenjo into Kushinada's linchpin, plunging it directly into the Tower of Ibukido and weakening Take Mikazuchi enough for Ragna to utilize the Azure Grimoire to defeat it once and for all. In the aftermath, however, shit hits the fan because Ragna gets stabbed again by New 13 and Izanami forces the Azure Grimoire to go berserk. She then turns Take Mikazuchi into a
Why? Why'd she stab him? Why'd she stab him? Why? For what purpose? Ninja Man has a world-ending nail. That doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Apparently, he's a big
13
deal.
and Izanami forces the Azure Grimoire to go berserk. She
Why?
then turns Take Mikazuchi into a black sphere called the Embryo, leading directly into Blaze Blue Central Fiction. Everyone is looking at the Embryo all like, what the fuck is that thing? And soon enough, Noelle and Rachel are teleported in front of it. Noelle looks at it, some weird shit happens, and now all of a sudden, Ragna is outside of Kagutsuchi again. We have now gone back in time to the
Yandere? Is that it? She's just weird about the. She's just weird towards Ragna. I think, considering all the other bullshit that's going on, I'm not gonna lie, that was a bit of a disappointing reason. There's not even like a. I have like some masterful plan. She's just a fucking crazy bitch. That's. Oh, okay.
beginning of Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger, where
That's
Ragna the
much less
Bloodedge is known as the
interesting.
Grim Reaper and has the highest bounty ever placed on his capture. Except for we didn't actually go back in time at all, rather, the events of Calamity Trigger in the past were duplicated and then pasted onto the present. Also, Ragna's got amnesia again. Ragna wanders around, saves Noelle, then gets
How? What did you do? Did you fucking stub your toe? What do you mean?
arrested by Kagura. Unfortunately, the guards forgot to take away his sword, so he breaks out of prison and heads to the Kagutsuchi.
Oh, sorry, I know the webcam doesn't like it when I do this, but I've got my hands in front of my face. What do you mean they didn't take his sword? Bro, they didn't even give him a change of fucking clothes. They just... fucking idiots.
Cauldron to meet with New 13 once again. This time to save her.
Why?
Whatever that means. Just
Why? Why? She stabbed you. She stabbed you. She's fucking crazy. Why
Kagutsuchi
you stab? Why are we
Cauldron to meet
saving
with
her?
New 13 once again.
Are we doing this whole, I think she's a good person deep down? If that's the reason, I'm going to lose my fucking
Amnesia
mind.
again.
Oh,
Ragna
pretty
wand-
much, Tifa.
save her, whatever that means. Just then, he is teleported to the location of Nine the Phantom, who is recovered from the boundary at some point and tells Ragna along with the rest of the Blaze Blue cast that in order to obtain the Azure
I'm
and
not
make
gonna
their
make a
dreams come
comment on
true,
that.
they must defeat Izanami before the world ends. Which was kind of obvious, but thanks for the heads up, I guess. Phenomenon
No,
intervention again. Everyone is an Ikaraga now, which is just
There are gonna be some people out there that played BlazBlue as a teenager that saw that particular piece of art and it changed them. You know what I mean. You know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. I know it. I guarantee I know at least 2 people that played BlazBlue as a teenager saw that and went, oh, I like that.
as confusing as it sounds. Most of the characters at this point are suspicious that events thus far have been a little
God.
off, and this is because the Blaze Blue cast is actually inside of the Embryo, which is a false version of the real world created by the Origin. Yeah, that thing from the beginning of the video. And the real world itself has been deleted. Everyone who is in the Embryo is considered a chosen one with a strong enough soul to kill Izanami and obtain the Azure. Except for not actually, because Ragna finds out that even if they defeat Izanami, not only is everyone gonna die anyway, but every possibility ever will cease to exist.
Where did Carl come from? Carl's just kind of here now. Where did he come from? I know he's Relius's kid, but like... Why is he here?
So Ragna comes up with a plan. He's going to devour the dreams of all the Chosen Ones, obtain the Azure, and then make everyone's dreams come true by turning himself into a new possibility using Amaterasu, which will cause him to forfeit his existence as an individual, as foretold by Amane Nishiki, who is basically the world's replacement for Rachel after she lost her power. Ragna starts stealing everyone's
Whatever you
dreams.
fucking
The only
say.
problem being that the Azure Grimoire is literally trying to eat him alive, so Rachel convinces Kokonoe and Kagura to help him out. Before they can, though, they need to deal with Nine the Phantom, who apparently built her own personal god to challenge Amaterasu. They infiltrate Nine's workshop and learn from her that the world is a product of the Origins dream, which is called the Central Fiction, and if her dream reaches an unsatisfactory conclusion, then she endlessly loops the world over and over again. This is why Nine built her own god, called Requiem, to kill Amaterasu, end the world, and replace it with a better one. Everyone would rather the world not end, so Ragna
Is this the third or fourth time someone's had this exact plan? I want to say third. I want to say fourth. Because I'm sure there's been a third one I've forgotten about. But, like, why are there so many people that are just, I'm going to destroy the world and make a new one? This is a surprisingly common thought process.
As Nine is dying, Itsunami barges in and tries to ruin everything. But Nine, with her last bit of strength, enacts one more phenomenon intervention and activates Requiem, telling Ragna that he's got 1 week to figure out how to save the world. He is then inexplicably teleported to his childhood home, which doesn't make any sense because if you recall, that shit burned down. Regardless, it's here that Noelle starts revealing some major truth, that she contains a portion of the soul of the Origin, which is also Ragna's little sister, Saya. In fact, the same is true for Lambda.
Sorry. Noelle and Noelle's not Ragna's sister? Oh my god, there are just too many characters that look like other characters.
11, Mu 12,
so
Mu
dumb.
13, and Itsunami, and it's at this point where you realize that half the characters in this game are the same fucking person.
Yeah, I know! I've been screaming this for fucking ages, and people go, no, these characters are very clearly different. I go, no, they're fucking not. Who wrote this? A clone of Ragna's sister? Why? Why is the introductions of clones and time travel fucking necessary to tell this story? It's not! I don't even know what kind of story we're trying to tell here. There's just so much fucking nothing.
Characters in this game.
Like, how have you managed to make such a complex story that says nothing? Like, how far in are we? Because, like, nothing has happened. It's just a whole lot of fucking around, doing the same thing over and over, using the same characters over and over. What's the point of this story? What's the point? What's the end goal? What story are we trying to tell here? Because this is just a bunch of fucking nothing so far.
The same fucking
and
person.
I just
After
don't
chilling out at the church
get
for a
it.
few days, the squad is finally able to be teleported back to Ikaraga. But just before they do, Celica, existing in a time where she shouldn't, says goodbye to Ragna and his friends, and fades away to nothing. Anyway, so Requiem is about to blow up, and the explosion will be so huge that at best it destroys the world. This whole time, Celica was being protected by an automaton called Minerva, which is apparently just a walking nuclear bomb, so Kokonoe is going to detonate Minerva at the same time that Requiem explodes, so that the forces of the two explosions cancel each other out. Just before that happens, though, Noelle fuses her soul with Itsunami, and Ragna manages to steal her dream in the process, finally getting rid of Itsunami for good. Bad news, though, the world is now ending, and characters are disappearing into nothingness left and right. Even worse, Yuki Terumi fuses himself with Hakumen to regain his ultimate form as the Susanoo unit, and he kidnaps Noelle to take her to the Forbidden Gate, the door to the Azure that only Noelle can open. Ragna, Jin, and the spirit of Trinity Glassville, yeah, she's here too, don't worry about it, head inside the Kagutsuchi Cauldron to find the gate to the Azure, where Terumi, aka Susanoo, is waiting for them. Ragna manages to pull Terumi out of the Susanoo unit, and Trinity transfers Jin into the armor so that he can cut down both Terumi and Ragna. Soon enough, Ragna and Terumi both find themselves in front of the Azure, the two of them having the strongest desire for it over anyone else. Terumi finally reveals his ultimate goal, to utilize the power of the Azure to create a world of only pain, hate, and suffering. With failure not an option, Ragna draws his blade.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action!
You could just like stolen a combo video or something. Oh,
With
guys,
Terumi
Rule
finally
cool.
defeated.
I guess I just can't help but feel like there is still an easier way to have strung these particular events together. Like, this is definitely just someone that's like, I want to draw characters doing cool things, having cool fights with each other, but like, bro, you did not need to introduce clones, you didn't need to introduce time travel. Like, the whole clones and time travel thing seems like an excuse to have similar looking characters running around and for it to be like okay in terms of the story. And I really don't fuck with that. Like, I wouldn't say I fuck with the story of Strive, but like it doesn't seem like a whole load of nothing for the sake of just making cool images.
The path to the Azure has no more obstructions.
God,
The
to be honest
Amaterasu
with you,
unit reveals
is
itself
he? I don't know. I fucking I
alongside
just
Noelle,
don't fucking
and
know.
Noelle
Why are
finally
you not
becomes
wearing
one with the origin.
clothes?
She was also naked. I don't think that was necessary.
No,
Trinity
of
removes
course it's fucking not. But like half of this fucking story isn't
Jin from the
necessary.
Susanoo unit and hides it deep within the boundary where no human will ever
Half the
obtain it
story
again.
isn't necessary.
This
Half
leaves
the
one
camera
final
angles
job
aren't
for
necessary.
Ragnar.
Half
It
the
turns out that
characters
the
aren't
looping
necessary.
dream of the origin centers around
Oh.
a single person. And the moment that this person dies is the moment that the world loops again. That someone is, of course, Ragnar the Blood Edge. Ragnar is the central fiction. So long as Ragnar exists, the looping nightmare will never end. So Ragnar walks up to the Amaterasu unit
Keep
and tells it
yourself
to erase
safe.
all memories of him from the world, thus putting an end to his own existence and allowing the world to continue without interruption forevermore. The last shot
Except-
we see is of Rachel standing above Ragnar's grave, who at this point she doesn't even remember anymore. But what she does know is that the grave is proof of a world that she cared about very deeply.
I thought if BlazBlue considered ongoing. I refuse to believe a story like this would actually kill its main
Even
character.
though its plot was barely comprehensible and had way too many egotistical motherfuckers who wanted to destroy the world, but somehow she survived through all of it, and in the end, we leave off with her vowing to search for the man who saved everyone. And with that, the story of BlazBlue comes to an end.
Like,
I'm going back to Guilty Gear.
ah! Oh my fucking god, should we do the Guilty Gear one? It's like, I've just been quite harsh to the BlazBlue lore, but I'll be real, I don't know a lot about the Guilty Gear lore. I just know the bits that I do know are really fucking funny. Can't kill someone who doesn't exist. I refuse to believe, even in this batshit insane story, the guy who wrote it just wouldn't bullshit up a way that Ragnar's actually real. Like, nothing else makes any fucking sense. Why start now? Which entropy effect? Yeah, that's kind of what I mean, right? Because like entropy effect is a thing, but like I think that's whole it's an alternate universe or an alternate timeline because we can just fucking do that because we don't give a shit no more. God, I want to watch the Guilty Gear one.
Okay, so our story...
Oh god. Hold on. Oh wait, hold on, one moment. Oh, it's the same fella. Never mind. BlazBlue is the friends we made. Honestly, I do partially agree. Did I give the last one a like?
Okay,
I
so...
did. I like this guy. I'm gonna give him a shub. Should I change the title of the stream? I probably should. Give me 2 seconds, chat. BlazBlue story reaction. Guilty. Yeah. That's not how you spell gear. Guilty Gear story reaction? Because I do technically still have Tuco open. This is still a Tuco stream, I promise. But, like, I feel like I've ripped into that one so much that I gotta be like, I gotta put my money where my mouth is and watch the Guilty Gear one, see if I get just as annoyed at how dumb this one is. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to turn off the titles. There we go. So I know the Guilty Gear lore is also very stupid, but from what I know, it's stupid in a different way. I like old fighting games with the same thing that early Stephen King books had. Cocaine as a co-writer? Does seem like drugs are involved. I can't really think of any other reasons you'd come up with half of this nonsense. But,
So our story starts with a character called the Original, whose IQ was so immeasurably huge that he managed to discover the Backyard, which is a parallel dimension that governs everything that exists. Using this
Oh god, the cubes.
he decides to create a robot called the Universal Will, which is tasked with bringing true happiness to mankind, but it gets confused and becomes the main antagonist instead. Are you with me so far?
Started releasing in the early 2000s. I'm aware of this. Why does that change anything? Isn't Guilty Gear older than that? The first
Apparently, at the turn of the new
Patient
millennium,
Zero.
Y2K actually happens, and every single electronic device in the world
forget that about
malfunctions
Guilty
in an
Gear.
event known as the Dawn of Revival, which plunges all of humanity into chaos. Fortunately, there were 5 geniuses known as the Apostles who knew that Y2K was going to happen and offered a new energy source, magic. A few years later, a researcher who at this point is only known as That Man kickstarts
Yeah.
the Gear project
I know
alongside his
these
colleagues
three.
Frederick and Aria. It doesn't last very long. This research team entirely falls apart when That Man uses the flame of corruption to turn Frederick into the prototype Gear. Meanwhile, in an effort to prevent the United States from militarizing Gear technology, That Man decides to militarize Gear.
We've just watched the BlazBlue one, and I've sat here said like it's just a whole bunch of nothing for like cool artwork's sake. So you know, let's
to
see
prevent
if
the United States from
Guilty Gear's any better.
militarizing Gear technology, That Man decides to militarize Gear technology. The result of this is Justice.
Brad,
a
have you
mobile
just
suit Gundam
realized?
built on the body of Frederick's girlfriend with
Very
the ability
funny.
to control any and
Yeah,
all
he's
future
named after
Gears
Freddie
created.
Mercury.
However, thanks to the Universal Will, Justice becomes evil and gathers an army of Gears to instigate a 100-year-long war against humanity called the Crusades. Her first
Sorry, who was that beefcake?
Now
Who
there's
the
an army
fuck
of
is
Gears to
this?
instigate
Who
a
is
100
that? Who is that?
year-long war.
Trust me, it is. What, the BlazBlue thing? I mean, I felt like I'm maybe being a bit harsh, but like I just wish it made like even a lick of sense. That's Cliff. That's Cliff. That's Cliff. How long ago? How old is Cliff? Bro, how old's Cliff? Sorry, I shouldn't. No, Cliff is not with us no more. Is it Exard that Cliff is in last? How old is he in his last, like, appearance? Because he's just, like, a shrivel old man. This guy's a fucking beefcake. I like this one. Soul is immortal? I don't know. I don't think he's immortal, but I think he ages very slowly, I think is the idea. You don't know, you just know this is him when he was young. I'm so fucking curious how old Cliff is
against
now.
humanity called the Crusades. Her first mission is to convert all citizens of Japan into antimatter gears to expand her army. That man looks at this and is like, oh shit, that's not good. And his solution is to blow up the entire country of Japan. After many years of battle, Kai Kisk's army, with the help of Frederick, who now goes by the name Soul Bad Guy, seals justice inside a dimensional
fuck you.
prison, which puts an end to the Crusades. However, the prison only holds for about 5 years before weakening, which brings us to the very first Guilty Gear video game.
That's, you know what? That is not amazing, but that's still much better than the BlazBlue one, where it went on for like what felt like 7 minutes before it was. And now we're at the first game, and you go, what? Old Man Soul in the next game? I don't know. I don't know if he's part Gear or something, but like I think he ages at a slower rate. If it's the kid that Soul one day trained, whom he'll end up being under control during the Crusade. For the record, he enters in the Holy War. Cliff is all grown up. Soul looks just as young as when he turned into a Gear, so he does age slower. Yeah, that checks out.
Soul Bad Guy joins a tournament that is looking for the strongest fighters who can defeat Justice, but he discovers that the whole thing is a hoax orchestrated by a person of indistinguishable gender named Testament. Testament revives Justice using themselves as a sacrifice, and Soul starts throwing hands.
Oh yeah, the fucking domestic, let's go! See, you got cool footage for this one. Old Testament did look fucking cool. I do love current Testament, but Old Testament looked very nice. He walked into that! Oh, it's always said slash when you win. I wonder why. That's a weird kick move. What was that?
Yeah, Soul kinda whoops Justice's mechanical ass. But remember, Justice was built on top of Soul's girlfriend, so now he just has to live with the fact that he took the life of his one true love.
Yeah.
Sucks for him, I guess. And this brings us to our next game, Guilty Gear X.
Guilty Gear sex.
What? Nothing happens in this one, but it does set the stage for Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R, where Kai Kisk becomes one of the 3 kings for a fictional nation known as Illyria, and also falls in love with Justice's daughter, Dizzy. This leads directly into the 4th game in the series, Guilty Gear 2 Overture, where Kai and Dizzy have a son named Sin, but because Kai would rather be a king than raise a child, he gives his son to Soul Bad Guy. While out on a mission, Soul and Sin get attacked by an army of backyard creatures led by a woman named Valentine, who seeks...
I've seen 3D models of this character while looking for throwables for the stream. I was like, I so desperately wish I could use it. I'm so sorry, chat, but I'm sat here wiggling. I need to pee extremely badly. I'm so sorry.
I have to pee! It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Hey, frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Hey, frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Hey, frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Hey, friggin' frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Hey, frogs! I'm back, bitches!
Oh. There we go. Sin been around that long? Yeah. Sin is part gear, so he does age much slower. I think in Strive, I want to say, if I remember correctly, I think he's 5 in Strive, and in Exerd he's like 3. Or I might have that wrong. I think like he's not even in the double digits in terms of how old he is. He's 5. Yeah. Yeah, he's 5 years. Sorry, I say 5 years. He's 5 gears old in Strive. He's gonna be around a while.
Dizzy and use her DNA to unlock the cube, which is a location in the backyard that allows any individual to control all of reality itself. Soon after, Sin experiences firsthand what it's like to have daddy issues.
Sin, what are you wearing, my boy? What the fuck is this?
To control all of reality itself. Soon after, Sin experiences firsthand what it's like to have daddy issues, which causes him to run away in anger. But this backfires because Valentine kidnaps Sin and plans to use him to unlock the cube instead of Dizzy. Soul goes through a magical portal that takes him directly into the backyard.
Oh yeah, everyone knows that the age that everyone knows that the age that Sin was conceived at for Dizzy is not okay, because you go like even in human years, I think Dizzy had been around for 3 years, like before she had Sin. Which, like, I appreciate, you know, accelerated age rate, and you know she's much smarter than human years, but that doesn't change the fact that on paper, he's 3 years old. It's like...
from entering the cube. Soul also manages to destroy the key to the cube, thus compromising Valentine's
I don't think
entire
Daisuke was
plan,
thinking too
putting
hard
an end
that
to what
day.
would become known as the Baptisma 13 incident. Afterwards, Soul begins assembling a new weapon known as the Junkyard Dog from the 13 incident. Afterwards,
Where did all your beef go? Where did all your beef go? Why are you wearing a pair of trousers around your waist? Also, where's the rest of you? You're just fucking skin and bones.
Assembling a new weapon known as the Junkyard Dog from the pieces of a much more powerful weapon called the Outrage in the pachinko slot machine game called Guilty Gear Vast Edge XT, which takes place 3 months prior to the events of Guilty Gear Xrd Sign.
What?
In this game, a girl named Ramlethal declares war on the entire world, but then gets immediately captured by Soul. But then she reveals that she was only a decoy so that the leaders of the United Nations known as the Conclave can enact their true plan, which is to activate the cradle over the city of Babylon, causing an explosion and killing everybody. Why did they do that? You see, Soul and Kai learned from an elite assassin named Zato 1 that the cradle is actually a teleporting spaceship which houses the Conclave itself, who have been warping back and forth between the backyard and reality this whole time. Apparently, the Conclave is planning to fuse their souls with the corpse of Justice and take over the world. The Conclave position themselves under a giant fucking lightning bolt and are ready to begin the revival process. But then Dizzy thwarts their operation with a magic thing. I would tell you what that magic thing is, but this is what I wrote in my notes, and I fucking wrote this shit and I have no idea what it means. Now, up to this point, I've neglected to mention this girl, named Elfelt. She literally just showed up to Kai's doorstep one day and has been chilling with the Soul bad guy crew ever since. Well, it turns out that she's actually evil and reveals herself to be a traitor, but not actually, because she was really being possessed by the Universal Will, who happened—
Oh my fucking god. She was being mind-washed. Oh, bugger off. The uni is as evil as in real life? The UN? Oh, the UN, right, sorry, UN, sorry, I thought—
the Sanctus Maximus
yeah, no, I'm
Populi,
stupid.
known as Ariels, who is also known as the leader of the entire world. Next game.
What?
While all that shit's happening, a sexy magical witch lady named Eno awakens that man's newest creation, Jacko Valentine. Apparently, Jacko holds one half of the soul—
Did you say Batman? I heard Batman. I need to—
game. While all that shit's happening, a sexy magical witch lady named Eno awakens that man's newest creation—
Oh, sorry, he said that man. I genuinely thought he said Batman. I know who Happy Chaos is.
Jacko Valentine. Apparently,
he said
Jacko
Batman.
holds one half of the soul of a woman named Arya Hale, aka Soul Bad Guy's former girlfriend, who got turned into this asshole. Meanwhile, Soul and his team are on a mission to find and save—
What is that thing? What's that? What is that creature? What is this? What is this thing? What is this? What is this creature? What is it? Dr. Paradigm? A gear? Looks like a— I can't tell if it looks like a sea creature or an insect. Lobster demon? He's helping? Why is he here? How does he communicate? We were asking why a cat could talk last time. Why is no one asking why this motherfucker's here? I can't help but feel like there's something we're missing here. Not only is this dude talking, this man is educated. How does this man have an education? What is that? Where am I?
Save Alpha from the clutches of the Universal
year
Will.
is it?
He learns from that man that this whole time, the Universal Will's master plan was to fuse Alpha with Justice in order to create an actual perfect human being. Doing so will bring about something known as the Absolute World, which is the result of 2 quantum particles appearing simultaneously within the backyard, causing both the backyard and reality to merge for a split second, thus leading to the end of the entire world. In the Guilty Gear universe, this phenomenon is what killed the dinosaurs. So yeah, we don't—
Wait, what? I love that it went into Mario music as the fucking parallel universe video.
The Guilty Gear universe, this phenomenon is what killed the dinosaurs. So yeah, we don't really want that. In addition to saving the world, that man also grants Soul an opportunity to revive his long-dead girlfriend Ari.
What the
Her soul
fuck?
currently resides in both Jacko and Justice, so if you combine the two, you get a whole-ass waifu. But this process is extremely risky and involves firing a giant laser directly at the both of them. So that's exactly what they do. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. The laser is just not strong enough, so they fire the laser directly at Soul so that he can use his weapon, the Junkyard Dog, to amplify the output of the laser just enough to finally complete the fusion process.
that how that
With Justice
works?
destroyed and Arya revived, the crisis is averted, and the Universal Will is taken into custody.
Yay!
When the
Oh,
dust
God.
finally settles, Soul and that man have one more meeting before parting ways. That man, hiding away in the shadows for so long, finally takes off his hood and reveals himself to be a
Tasca.
cat boy. who
Oh
goes
yeah,
by the
wait,
name-
no, sorry, he's a cowboy in this, isn't he? Wait, what? Wait. wait! I forgot Asuka's cat is! Why do you have... Wait, what? Axel. Yeah, I all I know about Axel is that the ability, the time-stopping ability he has, he doesn't want. But that's all I know. Why is he a cat is? Also, I thought it was a flower that covered his eye. That looks like a wing. That looks like feathers to me. Why is he a cat boy?
Name of Oscar R. Kreutz. And you know what that means? It's time for Guilty Gear Strive, bitches! 3 weeks after the events of Xrd, Ino breaks into the prison cell of the Universal Will and takes directly from her boobies a man named Happy Chaos. You see, at some point in time, Happy Chaos stole half of Ino's powers, which is why she wants him to give her powers back so she could become a god. Happy Chaos just thinks this would be really funny, so he...
I hate that I know that that's fucking true as well. Happy Chaos doesn't have a reason for anything he's doing. He's just a shit. He is just a pot-stirring shit. That's what time powers were a Doctor Who reference? No. No.
He agrees to work with her. Meanwhile,
Just
Oscar turns himself into
nonsense.
the United States government and is personally
And he lost his ears. Yay.
escorted by President Vernon to the White House, where he can go into hiding in the basement. He does this right before the G4 Summit event, which sounds like the title for a Smash tournament, but is actually an event where the top world leaders gather at the White House to discuss politics.
Oh, I'm gonna
and more
fucking
importantly,
cry.
where White House security is top-notch. Oscar needs this kind of security because he is currently protecting a very powerful magic book known as the Tome of Origin, which Ino needs in order to become a god. Meanwhile, Happy Chaos and Ino determine that since Soul Bad Guy has saved the world on multiple occasions, they should probably find a way to prevent him from doing that. Fortunately for them, Happy Chaos has prepared a trump card, a samurai vampire named Nagoriyuki, who's hidden directly underneath this residential apartment building. He could just walk in and make his way to the basement, or...
Holy shit, dude!
Moving on, Ino then lets herself get caught by the police, which was part of their plan, but pretty much everybody finds it a little suspicious that this all-powerful character got arrested by a bunch of nobodies, so they're going to have Soul present at the White House for extra security just in case Ino was planning. But none of that matters, because when G4 actually begins, Happy Chaos mind
No
controls
one dies!
all of the
Wait, what do you mean no one dies? Was the building just completely fucking unoccupied? What do you mean no one dies? How do you know that? Were you paid off? Were you paid off? How do you know that? How do you know that? Axel? Oh.
But none of that matters, because when G4 actually begins, Happy Chaos mind controls all of the White House guards to be under his command, and now the White House is completely defenseless. Happy Chaos walks into the G4 meeting room and politely asks President Vernon to take him to where Asuka is located. Luckily, Soul rushes in and punches Happy Chaos in the face, and then he books it out of there alongside the president. Happy Chaos then says fuck it, and decides to activate a previously classified government project known as Tir Nanog, spelled like this, which reveals that
that's a stage name. That's DLC stage. Like a scene from X-Men. I want. Is the scene visible? I want to see just Axel spending like a solid couple of hours just like bumbling around, slowly saving everyone from this building while taking absolutely none of it seriously. I want that. I'll pay for it. Sadly not, bruh. Come
White House
on.
is actually a giant floating airship, which is now en route to crossing the borders of Old Mexico, potentially leading to the White House getting shot down and starting a war. It suddenly dawns on Asuka that the amount of knowledge and magical power required to perform all this crazy shit can only lead to one truth. Happy Chaos is actually the creator of magic himself, the original.
Yeah. It took me 10 years finally
Meanwhile, Baiken is plotting her revenge against Happy Chaos for killing her friends and family all those years ago during the Crusades, which attracts the interest of this small 12-year-old girl named Delilah, whose brother was also killed by Happy Chaos *, and wants to help Baiken kill the man. Baiken doesn't exactly condone 12-year-olds conducting assassination attempts, so Delilah leaves to take revenge by herself.
Sorry, what? Okay, no. I followed that, like, Delilah left, but she just
condone 12-year-olds conducting assassination attempts. So Delilah leaves to take revenge by
she just flies away? Dragon Ball style? Sorry. What? She can do that? She can just fly away? They are cute, but
Baiken doesn't exactly condone
can
12-year-olds conducting assassination attempts,
fly
so
away.
Delilah leaves to take
She
revenge
can
by
just-
herself and attempts to teleport straight to Happy Chaos, but fails and inadvertently creates a super high-density info space bubble directly above
Oh,
a massive
fuck.
city that can explode at any moment. Baiken is
She's basically Bedman. Oh, I know that, and yeah, I can tell that she's like mentally unstable. They do a really good job of selling that in her animations. I just, no, Delilah was never a helpless child. I just didn't know she could fucking fly.
in the middle of assessing the situation when she is met with Ramlethal, who's a good girl now and was actually
Also, sorry, very interesting to note that she gets paired with Baiken, and Baiken is all, I don't think you should seek revenge. Given Baiken's entire
super
mental
high-density
state
info
in
space
this
bubble
game,
directly above
that's
a
very
massive city
interesting.
that can explode at any moment. Baiken is in the middle of assessing the situation when she is
Oh shit, sorry.
met with Ramlethal, who's a good girl now and was actually appointed to be the head of the Illyrian Brigade.
She's
All
a good girl. Wait, I was gonna say, did they not explain why she's a good girl
She is
now?
met with Ramlethal, who's a good girl now and was actually appointed to be the head of the Illyrian Brigade, all because she ate a burger. Baiken
Yep. I know this. I don't quite know the circumstances of how she was given said burger, but I know it's related to sin. But yeah, she just eats a burger and she's like, I am no longer evil. Yes. Burger. Burger. I'm okay with this. I'm more okay with a burger being the reason a character does a complete fucking 180 than time travel shenanigans. It's so fucking dumb.
and Ramlethal
Yeah,
enter a
Cinder's a
magical
burger.
door portal, which
Why
brings them
not?
on board an
Why the
airship
fuck
alongside
not?
May, April, Sin, and Faust. If there's any team that could prevent a crisis, it's this one. Using a very
Wait, yeah, what?
April, Sin, and Faust. If there's any team that could prevent a crisis,
Totally not the most uncontrollable group
this-
of fucking characters in this game. What? These are all extremely unreliable people. I think maybe Baiken is like the most sensible one here. Oh fuck. What? Just what the fuck on Faust? I can't get over a villain. I can't get over the fact she was a villain until she ate a burger. Like, that's real. I'm not making this shit up. This man, dead ass, thinks babies pop out of your eyeball. Yep. 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 Oh, yeah, wait. Why? What? What have you realized? What have you realized? There's a whole pirate crew named after bumps. That took me way too long to twig onto. I will never forget the moment I realized. I was downstairs having a smoke after his stream, and I was like just watching high level gameplay stuff. Fuck's Faust gonna do surgery? Yes. Extreme surgery. Anyway, and you know, watching high level gameplay, and the May wins, and you know, she does the May win animation. All you hear is you know, May goes, eh, and all I hear is May, and I go, wait a minute, that's a joke, and I just start pissing myself, just on my own, no, unprompted, just laughing to myself like a fucking maniac for like it's been a solid 5 minutes as well. That shit got me. I felt like such an idiot.
one. Using a very long rope, dragons...
Have you seen the scene? Yes, I have. I have seen where I have seen the... It's like a 20-second bit. I haven't seen the full scene, but I have seen the one bit where May is like, do you care to elaborate? And he's like, well... I think he like thinks that he came out of Dizzy's eye or something. Dragons? Unsure. They look like maybe whales?
If there's any team that could prevent a crisis, it's this one. Using a very long rope, dragons, and a big door, the team manages to slice the info bubble in
okay,
half,
they are just
preventing the city from
dragons.
exploding and saving the lives of over 120,000 citizens. Baiken and Delilah completely give up on revenge, and Faust does, whatever that is. Who gives a shit about all?
What the fuck is Faust? What is Faust? Okay, real talk. What is Faust doing here?
And
What
Faust
is-
does...
What is Faust here? We
Uh,
don't know!
whatever that is. Who gives a shit about all that? Because the city is saved, and with that crisis out of the way, let's go ahead and check back in on the White House. What is he doing? The U.S. Pentagon.
That gif right there was why I wanted to play Happy Chaos. Whee!
What is he doing?
I can't fucking breathe, chat. Oh my god. Oh. One explanation. I know that he's like, his whole thing is he's supposed to be, he like got driven mad because he couldn't save someone. But like, that doesn't explain everything else about him, right? That explains why he's insane. That doesn't explain why he just ascends for no fucking reason. What?
The U.S. Pentagon
Oh my
decides
God,
that
I
the only
can't
solution to stop
breathe.
the White House from entering Mexico is to shoot it down. But they can't do
Of
that
course.
until Sol, Vernon, and Asuka are escorted off the aircraft. Conveniently, the room that Asuka is currently occupying is actually an escape pod. So Sol and Vernon start heading down there, and along the
Oh,
way,
Sol
Vernon
is hit
reveals
for
himself
fucking
to be a
blood.
cyborg. Asuka attempts to use his epic
sorry, what?
magic skill. And along the way,
Yo! Man's got sauce! Look
Vernon
at him!
reveals
Yeah!
himself to be a cyborg. Asuka attempts to use his epic magic skills to redirect the White House away from Mexico, but is interrupted when Happy Chaos telepathically instigates a magic duel to the death. At first, Happy...
Sorry, I'm just thinking the fucking scene from South Park where they're making noises at each other and going. That's all I could think of. With Nut staying in the backyard, just another immortal, lost his marbles, did too much knowledge, bored of seeing things. But like, even then, right? Even compared to like Happy Chaos, he just seems on like such a fucking other level of what the fuck is this thing? Strongest Redditor in history versus so
when
fucking
Happy Chaos
true.
telepathically instigates a magic duel to the death. At first, Happy Chaos appears to get absolutely bodied, but then he's like, wait a second, I'm a god, and then proceeds to go absolutely sicko mode on Asuka's ass. Meanwhile, Sol and Vernon end up running into Nagoriyuki, who has just been chilling in the White House this whole time. Sol takes this as an opportunity to get Nagoriyuki to tell him what Happy Chaos's weakness is, but then accidentally kills him in the process.
Sol!
Still, they manage to make it to the escape pod, but upon opening the door, Happy Chaos teleports inside and locks himself in with Asuka. But then Asuka comes out with his Uno reverse card all like, fuck you, I was never actually in the escape pod, bitch. They eject Happy Chaos off the White House and redirect the airship to safety.
Yeah.
Crisis averted yet again.
Except,
Glad that's over. But suddenly, the tone shifts as Asuka decides it's finally time to rid the world of Sol Bad Guy. He removes the flame of corruption from Sol, leaving behind but an ordinary man.
Nago let him
Frederick
do it.
Bulsara.
Oh, wait, because he was being controlled by Happy Chaos? Poor Nago. I know Nago's whole thing is he like his song talks about like not being under control, like trying to fight back against Happy Chaos and, you know, trying to follow his own will, which is nice.
The curtains finally close on a story
Struggle
23
to let the
years
sword
in the
go?
making,
Poor
and the dawn of a
bastards.
new mankind shall begin. But wait, because it turns out
But
that the
wait.
Happy Chaos that was ejected from the airship was fake and actually just some random guy that looked like Happy Chaos,
Yeah.
while the real Happy Chaos was just sitting there, chilling. Happy Chaos takes directly from
This guy's videos are great.
Chaos, while the real Happy Chaos was just
sat
sitting
there,
there,
chilling.
Happy Chaos takes directly from Asuka's boobies the Tome of Origin, which allows Ino to finally transform into a god and do literally anything she wants. And the worst part is, Sol can't do shit about
Yeah.
it because he's just a regular dude.
I heard
now.
about
the
this
first
one.
thing Ino does with her newfound godhood is
Oh
reenact
my
the end
god,
of.
why is that not an available color?
He's just a regular dude now. The first
Look at that! That's beautiful. I know that's
Thing
similar
Ino
to the
does with her-
chroma colors, but like, look at the lovely green tint like around her eye. This is gorgeous.
newfound godhood is reenact the end of Evangelion,
He's
which
pretty
I mean,
chill. He seems pretty chill. Like you get a sense of he's just a chill guy from his victory animation. Fuck, even his lose animations. He just chills on the ground. Yeah, he's just a chill
Fair
guy.
enough. I would probably do the same thing if I were a god. But then she says,
Sorry, I'm
Evangelion.
talking over.
Dude, now, the first thing Ino does with her newfound godhood is reenact the end of Evangelion.
Oh.
Which, I mean, fair enough. I would probably do the same thing if I were a god.
Yeah,
but
real.
then she says that, with the flame of corruption no longer implanted in anyone, the only thing that can defeat her now is its counterpart, the scales of Juno. But who the hell is implanted with the scales of Juno? Well, the scales of Juno were
Oh, that's in
originally
Jinx and
implanted into
Jacko.
justice, but with the power of family trees, bullshit, God, and
No, I won't say it.
anime, the scales of Juno were miraculously passed down genetically to none other than Kai Keist.
Wait, they're in Kai? Oh, wait, yeah, no, because it's mentioned in... I don't fucking know how, but that's why, Unica has the things that she does.
Kai, with the necessary tools in hand, confidently stands up to Ino and prepares himself to protect the entire world in the ultimate battle of man versus God.
The spike!
He fails.
Oh, okay, I'm going for a piss, I'm sorry.
I have to pee! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Gay frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Gay friggin' frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay frogs! Won't you fight for your life? Gay frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog! Gay friggin' frogs! Frogs! Friggin' frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you. I'm back, bitches!
Okay. I'm not quite calmed down just yet. The all-eye things, because they needed to control his power somehow, since he actually got very powerful with instant kill and strive, is him letting loose. To sin? To be honest, I was under the impression that a lot of characters' insta-kills were like the character just letting go in some regard. Because, I was told by Ponytail that, like, because of this, Jacko is considered the strongest. Because her insta-kill is her basically nuking half the planet. And it's just a kick. And apparently, like, no one else's insta-kill goes to that particular kind of scale. It's just Jacko being like, nah, I'm out. Sin is canonically very powerful. Oh, for a yeah, okay, no. For, like, his size and his age, Sin is very strong. I was just under the impression Jacko was considered the strongest character, but...
All hope seems lost. President Vernon comes strolling out with a bin of nuclear batteries capable of obliterating the entire world.
Okay.
Which were kind of just lying around in the Oval Office. Okay then. Surprise, Nagoriyuki is not actually dead, and conveniently tells Soul that Ino's weak point is in her right hand. Using this knowledge, Soul fucking machine guns those nuclear batteries all over Ino's right palm, completely eviscerating her from this planet and finally putting an end to the stupid-ass, overly complicated storyline. The story ends with everyone doing their own thing. Soul starts building rocket ships in his backyard, Kai gives up on being a king, Happy Chaos comes back somehow, and Asuka pursues his new goal and true intentions throughout the entire series, starting his own Spotify podcast.
I will now begin my first radio broadcast. This is all new to me, so I'm afraid I may not be very
Fuck
eloquent.
off, I hate it. Excellent stuff. Really good. Very good. Like this guy's editing style and his writing style. Made me laugh. Very good. 10 out of 10. Oh my god. Well, did Axel get brought up? Like, I see Axel here, but like Axel didn't get brought up at any point. I want to know more. I want to know more about Axel. Yeah, no, I see it. I want to know more about Axel, cause like he's just kind of there, and Soul and Slayer very close? Really? I don't know if I've ever even seen the two interact. Video assumes you've watched my previous one. That's a good thing we have. Didn't necessarily understand all
general
of it.
consensus from the comments of the last video went something along the lines of, "Wow, Steven, great job on the video. Only problem is, What about all these assholes? Great question. You see, during the Crusade, Soul Bad Guy saves the life of a young boy named Cliff Underson, which inspires Cliff to eventually join the Sacred Order of Holy Knights, later becoming the Order's leader because he's fucking jacked. Later on, both Kai Kisk and Soul Bad Guy join the Holy
Kai
Order
looks like
under
such a
Cliff's
twink in
command.
that image.
Shortly after joining, Soul decides to steal one of the Order's sacred weapons, known as the Fire Seal. But then Kai walks in and is like, hey, what the fuck, man? But then Cliff walks in and is like, nah, it's chill, I was gonna give it to him anyways. With this, Soul is forced to desert the Holy Order. But trust me, this is not the last we'll see of Holy Order Soul. This brings us to the end of the Crusades. Justice is sealed, the Holy Order disbands, and Cliff retires. Meanwhile, local British man living in the 20th century named Axel Lowe is literally just chilling out one day until he is inexplicably thrown 200 years into the future. Apparently, people usually die when this happens, but Axel survives because,
Unbeknownst to Axel, he had just become a tenuous life form, a possibility spun out of a broken future, who survived due to the fact that his ID and Eno's overlapped through a freak miracle. As such, all the irregular time laws applied to her were also applied to him? What? Huh? Oh, fuck
reasons.
off.
Axel doesn't exactly want to be in this new
Oi, ladies! Do you know how to time travel?
timeline since
It's terrible, it's not even British. I
his
don't
beloved
even know what
girlfriend
that is.
Megumi is currently waiting for him back home, so he searches for a way to return to his original timeline. He nearly gives up
You
until
know,
he
no,
stumbles
I don't know all the fucking timelines, because timey-wimey bullshit is dumb and shouldn't be touched.
on a tournament that promises the winner to get anything they wish for. This tournament draws
No, he's a tiny man!
up until he stumbles upon a tournament that promises the winner to get anything
Look!
they wish
Oh! I want to try to see as much as I can.
This
No, go back. Oh, look at her! Look! Oh, she's so tiny! Oh. Friends! Friends!
This tournament draws tons of interest from many different people, including Assassin's Guild leader Zato 1, who was arrested after his fellow assassin, Melia Rage, completely abandoned him during a high-risk mission. Zato especially
Sorry, I was making a
arrested
joke.
after his fellow assassin, Melia Rage, completely abandoned him during
Not far enough.
leader wish for. This tournament draws tons of interest from many different people, including Assassin's Guild leader Zato 1, who was arrested after his fellow assassin, Melia Rage, completely abandoned him during a high-risk mission. Zato is special because he actually performed a forbidden magic spell that gives him a funny little shadow friend named Eddie, but unfortunately, Eddie decides to take control over Zato's body mid-tournament, which eventually kills him. Rough. Another significant character in this tournament is Potemkin, who was born in an airborne country called Zep. You know, because those just exist now. Unfortunately, Zep engaged in copious amounts of corruption and forced Potemkin to live as a slave soldier until he was approached by Sergeant Gabriel, whom he joined forces with to lead a revolution to establish Zep as a democratic society. Next, we have Dr. Baldhead.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. In an abusive relationship? Oh, Jesus, I didn't know that. That's
Who
awful.
had previously wound up in a
I mean, when you date someone who writes their bio as dislikes and then only puts women, I feel like maybe the writing was on the wall.
Society. Next, we have Dr. Baldhead, who had previously wound up in a malpractice incident where his patient, a young girl, passed away on the operating table, which turned him into a mad prolific serial killer. By the end of the tournament, Dr. Baldhead realizes, oh shit, I forgot, I'm a doctor. So he renames himself to Faust and actually tries to do his job properly this time.
Okay.
Also present at the tournament
My fucking god, look at the size of that thing!
is Cliff Underson, who finds out about Justice's revival, so he confronts the newly resurrected Justice and takes her on in battle. But unfortunately, he's old, and he dies. Eventually, Soul Bad Guy utterly destroys Justice, leading into the events of Guilty Gear Zex. The premise of this game revolves around a bounty worth the hefty sum of 500,000 world dollars to destroy the most powerful gear in existence, Dizzy, which fails because A, she's too powerful, and B, she's not even doing anything. In fact, she's actually a pretty nice fellow, but for some reason they award the bounty to Jam Karadabari, who didn't even fight Dizzy, by the way, and she uses the money to fund a restaurant.
She's just that fucking good.
To Jam Karadabari, who didn't even fight Dizzy, by the way, and she uses the money to fund a restaurant, which burns down 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
This whole game was just a net zero. Now we move on to the
Poor Jam. My poor girl. I was in love with Melia. Kind of very extreme toxic. News after lost his memory. Memories of his abuse, but still loves Melia. So he wants to be her protector. Melia still hates him. Don't blame her exactly. How the fuck does that hair work? Yes.
The events of Guilty Gear X2 Sharp Reload, which is a game I completely
Cliff has
forgot
the most
about last
normal
time,
life.
and
That's
nobody
terrifying.
noticed. And for good reason, because all that happens in this game is Ino nearly kills Soul Bad Guy, causing her to get punished by that man, and then that man tells Soul, oh boy, something bad's gonna happen in the next game. Woo! We now move on to Accent Core, which is not the next game in the franchise. It's actually the same game as X2 Sharp Reload, but with a continuation of the storyline.
Oh
Here,
my God.
Ino decides to make another attempt to kill Soul Bad Guy, because she believes it's what that man wants,
Incredible
even in the
dust loop
franchise.
combo.
It's actually the same game as X2 Sharp Reload, but with a
I
continuation
don't know what button
of the
it is,
storyline. Here,
but
Ino
it's
decides
just
to make
kick,
another
kick,
attempt to kill
kick,
Soul
kick,
Bad
kick.
Guy.
Oh,
because
no,
she believes
sorry,
it's
there's
what
another
that
kind of
man
kick in
wants,
there
even though
sometimes.
she was just punished 20 seconds ago for doing exactly that. Her plan is very simple. Step 1, teleport Soul to whatever the hell this place is. Step 2, bring Holy Order Soul from the past into the present, and step 3, watch the two Soul Bad Guys kill each other. Ino lands the final blow on Order Soul with the ingenious plan of pulling some grandfather paradox bullshit on present Soul, but then Soul is just thrown back into the present.
Yeah, it just doesn't work for like no fucking reason.
Paradox bullshit on present Soul, but then Soul is just thrown back into the present, completely unharmed.
Yeah.
Talks to Kai for a bit.
You know, goes and has a sandwich. Oh my god. It's very nice. It was a very nice combo. Co-worker type relationship? Wait, between who, sorry? With the guy? Who we talking? I don't know. Who's Zato?
That's a little awkward. That man is just about done with Ino pulling this bullshit, so he brings along Anji Mito, a Japanese dude who's hanging with that man because he wants to know why that happened. Together, the two freeze Ino in
Fair
time,
enough.
preventing her from doing anything evil ever again. Anji is strolling around when he runs into a guy named Chip Zanoff. You see, Chip lived much of his life as if it were Breaking Bad, until some guy named Tsuyoshi got him clean, taught him the art of ninjutsu, all before getting murdered by the Assassin's Guild shortly thereafter. What a fucking sentence. Chip tries to get revenge on the Assassin's Guild for a while, but that never really did anything for him, so instead he decides to become the president. He goes around telling people to vote for him until Anji tells him, "Bro, what are you doing? Our country doesn't even hold elections!" Meanwhile, Eddie realizes
Chip's a fucking idiot.
that Zato's decomposing, rotting corpse does not provide him with enough nutrients to continue using him as a host. I guess he didn't think that one through very well. Eddie looks for a new host, but he ends up dying in the process, leaving leadership of the Assassin's Guild to Zato's second in command.
Sorry, did they say Eddie dies? So then, what the fuck happens to...
Enough nutrients to continue using him as a host. I guess he didn't think that one through very well. Eddie looks for a new host, but he ends up dying in the process, leaving leadership of the Assassin's Guild to Zato's second in command, Venom. Also, many characters in this game are investigating an organization known as the Post-War Administration Bureau. Now that storyline doesn't really matter at all, but they do create Robo-Kai and he becomes very important later. Speaking of later, this brings us to Guilty Gear Xrd Sign. Here we see Slayer, a sexy vampire dilf who is the original founder of the Assassin's Guild. He finds out that Zato 1 was actually resurrected from the dead by the Conclave as an experiment for potentially reviving justice. Slayer relays to Faust about Zato's resurrection, and also tells him that the malpractice incident responsible for his downfall was actually staged by the Conclave, who hired Zato 1 to orchestrate the incident. This is because the operation that Faust was planning to perform that day held the secret to reviving the dead, which would have compromised the Conclave's plans irreparably. Soon
What the fuck? You destroyed a man's mental well-being because for that? Man, Faustus just fucking sick with it and he got screwed over. Zato still in there somewhere, legit has no control. I know, yeah, I know about this. He canonically died. Yeah, again, I'm aware that, like, Zato is technically no longer with us, but if Eddie died too, what the fuck happens to the body? Slayer in older games. Yeah, he's I don't know which ones he's in, but he's not. He's in Xrd. I know that much. Big Pharma added again. Quick, he's discovered the cure for cancer. Fucking kill him. He composes, but like, holds it for as long as he can. But there's no one controlling it. Eddie's dead, and so's Zato. So what's moving the body at that point? Runs on fumes. That still doesn't, like, something needs to be in there to give direction. It can't just be a body with nothing inside of it. Surely it wouldn't move at that point.
Soon after, Faust is approached by Johnny, the leader of the Jellyfish Pirates, who previously noticed that one of his crewmates, May, has been getting some strange headaches. So Faust gets to work and
Get him
finding
away.
a cure.
Get him
Johnny
away
goes
from
back
me.
to check up
I have
on
a
May, but
restraining
when he gets
order.
home, he realizes that she's gone missing. Where did she go? It turns out that May actually ran off to go fight Ramlethal Valentine. You know, the girl who declared war on all of humanity.
I think, if I remember correctly, I think she nearly wins.
Along the way, May runs into Chip, who's doing pretty well for himself now. He quite literally walked into a lawless part of South Africa and said,
Yeah,
yup,
right.
this is mine now, and that's how the Eastern Ship Kingdom was born. After the two somehow defeat Ramlethal, they meet up with Johnny and Faust, and May finally starts receiving
Sorry,
part
I
of
had
South
talk
Africa and
over it
said,
again.
yup, this is mine now, and that's how the Eastern Ship Kingdom was born. After the two somehow defeat Ramlethal, they meet
no,
up
they
with
did just
Johnny
win.
and Faust, and May finally starts receiving treatment. Meanwhile, Assassin's Guild members Melia, Slayer, and Venom are having a meetup regarding their crazy intel on the Conclave. The guild agrees that they should deliver the intel to Kai, so the assassins set off to go find him. But at that moment, the team gets ambushed by one of the most powerful characters in the entire franchise, Bedman. Bedman whoops all of their asses before teleporting everyone to the Jellyfish Pirates, where he quickly knocks out Faust for knowing too much. Bedman almost wins here, but then Zato shows up and he's forced to retreat. So Zato goes to Zep to relay his information to Kai until Bedman starts tearing through Zep, but then Sergeant Gabriel shows up and he's forced to retreat. So Gabriel
Sorry. Gabriel? Does what?
until Bedman starts tearing through Zep, but then Sergeant Gabriel
I know people love Gabriel. Is
shows
this
up
why?
and he's forced to retreat.
Yo! He can do what? I thought he was just a regular guy. Who the fuck? Whoa! Yeah, exactly. Whoa! What the fuck? My man's jacked. What the fuck? Could we have had this guy instead of Slayer? Legitimately, could we have this guy doing Mappa Hunch and shit instead of Slayer? Would that have worked? Practically Slayer level. We could have had this guy. Is there a mod out there that replaces Gabriel with Slayer? I feel like the Slayer moveset would genuinely just work. We've been asking for years. I didn't know there was an actual fucking reason. I thought it was just a meme. Slayer says he's on his level? What the fuck? I thought he was just a guy. He was just a dude. Shadow's literally wrapped around Zato's body, moving like a puppet. Is the shadow not Eddie though? Eddie is made of Zato's own shadow. The shadow itself. I'm just gonna pretend that makes. It is Guilty Gear. We could have had both. I don't know. I feel like maybe Gabriel would probably play a bit too close to Slayer. I don't know. Constantly has respect for. Yeah, but like the thing with Potemkin's situation is it doesn't necessarily have to be that Gabriel's actually earned that respect. Like Potemkin, actually no, sorry, Potemkin's not a slave under Gabriel's under Gabriel, is he? He's a free man, right? Yeah, no, sorry, I've got that backwards. No, of course Potemkin would have. The thing is though, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's stronger. You can have respect for someone without them necessarily being stronger for you. Stronger than you. Like, this man could have just freed Potemkin and could have just been like a commander on the back lines, right? And I think, you know, Potemkin would still respect him. I was not aware of the extra game involved. He should be free. Well,
Great,
of
so
course
Gabriel
he should
goes
be.
off to help destroy the cradle.
You know,
until
I figured the respect was more because he had freed Potemkin, not necessarily with this extra reason.
Sergeant Gabriel
on
shows up and he's
top.
forced to retreat. So Gabriel goes off to help destroy the cradle until Bedman shows up and starts ruining everything. But then Leo Whitefang and Johnny show up and he's forced to retreat. Skipping to after the destruction of the cradle, we now move on to Exerd Revelator, where Faust looks into May's illness and discovers that the disease actually just straight up turns Japanese people into gears.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I know the Pot wears the big fuck off like weight round his neck. It's to keep him from getting any bigger, because for some reason he just like keeps ballooning in size in terms of pure muscle. So he actually needs weighing down. Gabriel removed his color by the end of the OG game for the entirety of XX and AC plus R. This is a power limiter? That's okay, I didn't know that. I've only ever seen him with the massive brace thing on. I just know it
that
as a
explode.
limiter.
So naturally,
oh, Jesus,
Faust is
me. I'm sorry.
Exord Revelator, where Faust looks into May's illness and discovers that the disease actually just
very
straight up turns Japanese people into gears.
Just Japanese.
That explode. So naturally,
Oh, they
Faust is a
explode.
bit hard-pressed into finding a cure. He, alongside Johnny and like a million other characters, all work towards protecting the Japanese, including Kum Hae-hyun, who despite their appearance is actually not a buff badass old man, but is actually
yeah.
a teenage girl inside of a mech suit of a buff badass old man. Just thought I'd mention that. Meanwhile,
I love
Ino
that.
was
So
no
dumb.
longer frozen in time. I don't know why, they never explained it. Ino is chasing after Jacko when she runs into Axel, who is still trying to return to his original timeline and see his girlfriend Megumi again. The two of them work together to find Jacko, who then proceeds to give both of them a healthy dose of existentialism. Jacko explains that Ino was created during the Crusades as the result of humanity's collective hope for better days condensing into a single point in the backyard. Did you get all that? Great, we're moving on. Jacko then...
How did that turn into Ino? It's like, Ino's a bitch.
Days condensing into a single point in the backyard. Did you get all that? Great, we're moving on. Jacko then reveals to Axel that if he goes back to his original timeline, he'll quite literally erase the entire Guilty Gear world around him. So essentially, the guy who can destroy the entire world with a decision, and the man that the universal will fears the most, is the British guy wearing fucking jorts.
Oh no! He don't look fucking happy about it
Around
though.
him. So essentially, the guy who...
Look at him! He don't look fucking pleased about it. Oh my god, my poor boy. Oh no, he just wants his girlfriend back, bro. What did he do to deserve this? Oh. Oh, part about Ino just never gets brought back. She really just gets out and like, it's never explained. I'm not surprised at this point. I'm really fucking not. Things just kind of happen and then unhappen. One of his intros, he places it himself as well. I recall there's some art and... Sorry. Are we on about Pot's limiter thing? He does. I recall that animation. It's quite an old one. I don't think he does it in Strive. He just turns up with it. But yeah, no, I've seen that animation. Oh, fucking guy, look at him. What the fuck do I do? Honestly.
can destroy the entire world with a
don't know
decision,
what I'd
and
do
the man that
either.
the universal will fears the most is the British guy wearing fucking jorts. Soon after, Jacko teleports back to base with a guy named Raven. There they talk about how there's another unfinished Jacko unit named, get this, Happy Chaos. Not to be confused with this guy, he was actually eavesdropping on their conversation the whole time and loved the name Happy Chaos so much that he just took it for himself. In other words, there's two Happy Chaos.
What do you mean there's two of them? Wait, what? What? Huh? Outfit's bad. It's because it's modeled after AC/DC, okay? It was a different time. Let it go. He's supposed to look like an AC/DC man. But also, there's two... Raven just has canonically met Jesus. Raven is a Discord moderator, and you'll never change my mind.
Have fun sleeping with that knowledge tonight. Now let's...
What do you mean there's two of them?
Let's talk about Raven. He was actually a medieval German soldier who died but then became immortal for some reason. So he tried using his powers to make the world a better place.
Sorry, I want to instinctively say he's a Nazi. That's not necessarily what that means, but that is where my mind instantly goes to when you say German soldier. What he was, Jesus? Oh god.
Have fun sleeping with that knowledge tonight. Now let's talk about Raven.
Happy Chaos is original Batman. We know this.
He was actually a medieval German soldier who
sorry, medieval.
died but then became immortal for some reason. So he tried using his
bit.
powers to make the world a better place. But then people took his powers for granted and blamed him for all their problems. Now Raven is just a masochist who hangs out with Batman. Cool. Meanwhile, the Assassin's Guild is not very happy that they got their fucking asses beat last game, so Venom and Robokai go on a mission to kill Bedman. At first, Bedman seems to be invincible, but it turns out that whenever Bedman is awake, his brain just completely collapses under the weight of his own intelligence. So Robokai blows himself up, and Venom launches a giant pool cue at the guy, forcing Bedman to wake up, leading to his death. With Bedman finally defeated, Venom decides to open a bakery. Meanwhile, Axel is still trying to decide if he should destroy the world and go back home to Megami. So he goes around asking for opinions from Soul, Ino, and even Bedman at one point on what they would do if he decided to do that. To which they respond, please don't. So Axel decides to live forever alone. But he does come in clutch during the final Jacko and Justice fusion by stopping time, single-handedly allowing Soul to revive Arya. This brings us to Strive. I already went over most of it.
I do love brain too big hurts so.
the last video, but I did leave a few gaps, so let's fill those in now. Starting with Zato and Melia, who have disbanded the Assassin's Guild in favor of working for the Illyrian government. Melia just kind of stands there, and Zato works at a computer throughout the whole duration of the story. I don't know how. He's blind. There was also that one time where Happy Chaos launched every missile ever, so then Zato went out, destroyed like...
Wait, what did he... Wait, has he made a paper? What
There was also that one time where Happy Chaos launched every missile ever.
Did I see that
so then
correctly?
Zato went out...
Wait. Zato? Shadow? Why is the shadow 2D? No, I've not forgotten this. Since when has the shadow been 2D? Since when has the shadow been 2D? When has the shadow been cardboard?
Zato went out, destroyed like...
Oh my fucking god. I don't ever remember Zato turning 2D, just folding away. Oh my god.
one of them, and then came right back. So it didn't really help at all. Anyways, no one cares
I've
about
never
that. Remember
seen
when I
that
said
before.
Arya was revived? Yeah, so while by all means she should have been revived, it turns out her consciousness still remained dormant within Jacko throughout the
can't
events
breathe.
of Strive. By the end of the story, Jacko reveals that Arya is never coming back. Well, shit, all that work for nothing, I guess. Meanwhile, Axel discovers that he could just bring Megumi into his current timeline by simply swapping places with her. But the only problem is that if he swaps with her, he's not going to be able to see her, which kind of defeats the purpose of doing that. However, as Ino gets completely machine gunned by Soul Bad Guy, she decides to do the Megumi swap at the last second, and finally, at long last, reunite Axel with his girlfriend. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Finally, some good fucking news. After the events of the story, Kai decides to step down from being the king of Illyria, welcoming a non-human leader to take his
my
seat.
poor
Who is this
boy.
new leader? I don't know. They haven't told us yet. But what matters is that
Sorry,
Kai...
I completely fucking
is with
talked
her.
over
But
that.
the only problem is that if he
That
swaps
was
with
very
her,
nice
he's not
of
going to be able to
Ino,
see her,
bless
which
her.
kind of defeats the purpose of doing that. However, as Ino gets completely
Oh,
machine
sorry, I
gunned
went
by
back too
Soul
far.
Bad Guy, she decides to do the Megumi swap at the last
Her
second,
eye
and finally,
shift.
at long last,
Oh, his face.
reunite Axel with his girlfriend.
Oh.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. Finally, some good fucking news. After the events of the story, Kai decides to step down from being the king of Illyria, welcoming a non-human leader to take his seat. Who is this new leader? I don't know. They haven't told us yet. But what matters is that Kai does this so that Gears could potentially gain the right to citizenship. This is essentially where the main
You're a
story
fucking
leads off.
idiot.
But let's have a look at the Strive Arcade mode storylines. Most of these storylines are either just training arcs or Nagoriyuki's therapy sessions, but let's just focus on the two most interesting ones. First, we have
does.
Bridget. I can make a whole video on Bridget, honestly. Bridget was born as the younger of a set of twin boys. Unfortunately, she was also born to a village that fucking murders younger twin boys due to a superstition. So her parents
Yay.
decide to raise her as a girl to prevent her from being killed. Bridget, thinking that this superstition is bullshit, goes off on a journey to live as a boy and prove them
hate his
bitches
guts.
wrong.
Yeah, no,
Fast
he
forward a few
himself
years later,
as a
she
man
succeeds.
deserves it.
But she's also depressed, as she never really liked living as a boy to begin with. She goes to Kai and asks, "Hey Kai, when you called on the world to support Gear citizenship rights, weren't you afraid that people on Twitter would take your story and twist it all up, taking it out of context and trying to maliciously convince everyone that what you explicitly said you are is not actually what you are?" Brisket, if you wanted me to call you by she, her pronouns, you could have just said so.
Yeah, you could have just fucking asked Gully Pop. They're like, Twitter, know your opinion on Bridget. There's a reason I don't have a Twitter anymore.
What the hell is that noise?
It took me 10 years to find the answers
Again, there's a reason I don't have a Twitter anymore. Anyone that disagrees on that's just fucking wrong.
Can you tell who my favorite character is?
I-
Following the
listen,
Strive
I
story
like me a
mode,
Happy Chaos too.
gets locked inside of a paradox alongside Ino. Any normal person would just
Too
be stuck
happy?
there forever.
Aw.
But Happy Chaos
He's
knows
too
a way
cute.
out. How this works is...
Demi-humans transcend genetics, physics, and I do have a birthmark on my butt.
Okay.
Why did I need to know that? Why did I need to know that? I want to know that you've got a mark on your butt. Okay, I'm actually crying. I fucking love Happy Chaos, man. Oh my god, I can't hate him. I actually can't do it. He makes me laugh way too fucking much. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. God had all the power in the world and he pulls out. No, dude, imagine if you met God and he's just spinning in his fucking chair. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I've recovered. Vampires are bugs in the timeline? Oh, that's interesting. That would explain why he's able to fucking make it that funny. I just wasn't expecting it. Like, I know Happy Chaos does this. I just wasn't fucking expecting it. L from... Yeah, it is very L-coded, isn't it?
Demi-humans transcend genetics.
Bridget doesn't care about gender? I wouldn't go that far, but it's... I don't know. It ultimately just respect pronouns, ultimately. But, fuck, man.
I do have a birthmark on my butt.
Okay, to keep things simple, Nagoriyuki transcends physics and time, allowing him to subconsciously access parallel universes, which grants Happy Chaos the ability to follow Nagoriyuki's memories into the main Guilty Gear timeline. This is why Happy Chaos comes back in the story's post-credit scene, even though he was seemingly eviscerated along with Eno.
Right,
Happy
okay,
Chaos
whatever.
also teases the possibility that he's gonna play
I
the
would
hero
spin
in
another
whatever
chat with
conflict
him,
happens
too.
next. And given that he has access to fucking parallel universes now, the future of Guilty Gear's storyline is nothing short of fucking terrifying.
Oh. Fuck. Oh my god. Anything
And
else? Oh,
that's about it for Guilty Gear.
cool. Okay. Oh, fuck. I was so fucking unprepared. Oh my god. Oh, respect to pronouns. I don't know why she was mostly a back character. That's why the drama was confusing. To be honest, the drama was very confusing because nobody gave a shit about Testament being non-binary. But the moment Bridget came out, it's just like all of a sudden it's a massive fucking problem. People still don't give a shit that Testament's non-binary. By the way, it's all just about Bridget, and it's like what? Wait, what? Why is this one the problem? But Testament, oh, whatever. I'm thinking about it more than they are. Fuck. Like, it seems so odd to get annoyed over one and not the other, but at the same time, the whole thing's fucking stupid. Oh. Okay. I have learned to breathe. I have remembered to breathe. And you know what? That's actually, like, tied us over to the fucking end. Testament isn't that popular? See, I originally thought that too, right? Like, Bridget, I was not aware Bridget was a popular character until she came out. But, like, people love Testament as well. People love Testament. Testament was done better than Bridget. Well, I think, you know what I think it is? You know what I think it is? I think it's because Testament being non-binary doesn't come up in their story. It's not a part of their story. It's not something that's, like, ever really, like, undeniably told to you. Whereas Bridget's, you can't ignore it. You cannot ignore Bridget's. You can ignore Testaments. That's what I think it is. That's why I think Testament has avoided a lot of it, but maybe that's not true. I guess people are okay. No. If the thing is, right, if you're pissed about, like, Bridget, there's no way you're cool with Testament being non-binary, because fucking, surely it's all under the same umbrella at that point. I think it's because, I reckon it's because people don't know. I reckon it's because it's not explicitly stated as part of their story. So I reckon people just aren't aware. Because I've seen people refer to Testament with she, her, and he, him pronouns. I think it's just because it's not explicitly obvious. You know? But, that's just my theory. But it's 6 o'clock, my guys. That's the fucking stream. We played, like, what, 45 minutes of Tuco? I've had a fucking great time. We have not been playing Tuco. Hey, I'm alright with this. It's end of the year stream. End of year stream. We chill. We relax. Here begins Fate's episode. Oh, we've just watched like 3 of them. Oh, Winter Bridget story. Like, you know, I can read these while we're on the ending screen. Yeah, no, I've had a great time. This has been really fucking funny. Oh shit. Oh no, bollocks! I had it right the first time. Oh god, that was extremely fucking funny. Yeah, we learned about Happy Chaos's butt. I know a little more than I like, but you know, here we are. Fuck. Link the Manchester channel. Good idea. Yeah, go give this man a love. Yes, 100% Viking. Very good point. Very good point. Go give him a love. Go give him a love. I can't fucking speak. Go give him a like, subscribe. He's more than fucking earned it. The writing is very good. I think he's done his research relatively well. I don't know. I don't know ins and outs, but it certainly made me laugh. It certainly made me laugh. Oh no, Claude, what are you doing? Did we go back on the stream? I was just so not fucking ready. Like, I'm used to a certain kind of humor from Strive, you know, but the birthmark on the ow, the birthmark on the butt, I was not ready for. Can't believe you didn't cover Zappa's side. I'll have a dig through this guy's channel and see if he's done more. Because I really enjoy the way this guy writes. Oh, he's not really done that many videos. Oh shit. Quality over quantity. I respect it. No, that's actually all he's done on the Guilty Gear story. Oh, that's really sad. I really enjoyed those videos. They were very well written. Very, very good. Very well done. Not important story-wise? Yeah, but like, there's so much... See, I don't know. Guilty Gear just... Where the fuck did I go? Oh no! Someone activated a character change thing. I haven't had that... Oh, shit. I don't have that set up here. Fuck. Wait. Hold on, I can fix this. Shit. Hi. Sorry, I don't have this scene set up yet. Whoops. No, I'm like down there. You can see the extra it spawned, we've got like 2 different places that the VTuber is, depending on what scene we're on. So it's like shifted me back down to as if we were on the main screen. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's okay. I can solve this. I can solve this. Barely mentioned Robokai. He did barely mention Robokai. I would like to know more about Robokai. Because, like, again, and I know Robokai is not very important in the story, but it's just very much a, what the fuck is he here? Why is he here? Problem with English, genderized words when originally wording is factual perspective. I don't know if I don't think English does have gendered words. I remember finding out about gendered words when I did, like, French in school. Whatever, like, gender is assigned to random words makes no fucking sense to me sometimes, where it's like, I think it's like wardrobe is considered feminine and, like, doorway is considered masculine. It's like, why did we assign these things? What? Who cares? Are you your next playable character? Oh, dude, no, it's gotta be Jam. I know we're only getting 1 character for the next DLC character, but it's... Please make it Jam. Please. Please. I don't want it to be Robokai. I want it to be Jam. She's so cute. They're both? We got shown both. We were told we're only getting 1 character for the DLC. We're gonna get both at some point, but I want Jam first. Bridget's always played by the Twitter drama. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't look into it, but the last time I did, which would have been, I want to say like half a year ago or something. It's been a little while since I've looked into it. Where you literally just search for like Bridget, and there's always either someone like posting like artwork of Bridget as a boy, and there are people in the comments be like, "This is what it should have been." There is like always something kicking off, and I don't know how people still care. I don't know, man. I've got better things to think about. She's asked I call her she, her. That's literally all I need. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, actually, logistically, pushes up glasses, you are this, this, and this. No, she has asked me as a fellow human being that I refer to her as she, her. I don't need her to fucking justify it. I respect her as a human being. It's not that fucking difficult. Why did I think they announced something like 3 characters, 2 with 1 returning? No, so the 2 characters that were teased were Robo-Kai and Jam for Strive 2.0. It was both of them were announced. Well, sorry, I say announced. We saw like outlines of them. It seems very clearly them. It's one of those where like we don't know who else they could possibly. One of them's definitely Robo-Kai. One of them's definitely Robo-Kai because you can see his belt. I think it is. He's got like something written on his belt, and he's got like 2 katanas and a Kermit wielding 2 katanas and a blunt. So yeah, like that's definitely Robo-Kai. And the other silhouette seems to have loop hair. And who the fuck else has loop hair other than Jam, right? But no, it was those 2. But we got the backyard developer backyard thing, and they said no, one DLC character, and everyone's gone, oh, Robo-Jam. No, was it Gecko that made a joke like whenever if your character gets like turned into a robot, they become either hyper sexist. No, sorry, they don't become either hyper sexist. They just become hyper sexist. So like Robo-Jam would be like really fucking nasty towards like how my brain is too flat at the moment. How would a woman be sexist towards a man? Go out and hunt something for me, you fucking loser. I don't know. I just like the idea of, like, you become a robot, that's it. You hate the other gender immediately. You are just instantly sexist towards anyone that isn't yourself. I want Robokai's intro to be Venom chucking his head like a Pokeball and then flashing a gun. I am curious as to how they're gonna do Robo-Kai, because he is technically already in the game. Technically, right? I don't know who's going to be next. I don't know who's going to be after that, because I literally just had my heart set on Jam. Like, there's no one else really in XZ that I want other than Jam. So, you know, I'm happy. Radio shows in the comic that were released with May and May were hilarious. I've only... Wait, are you able to find them? Give me a link. There is a Robo-May, yeah. I don't know where she comes from, though. I only know about Robo-May because I've, like, searched up May stickers so many times. I'd love to see them. Asuka's podcast people. I refuse to believe Asuka makes an engaging podcast. I refuse to believe that man knows how to yap and make it entertaining. Because I've seen him yap. He is not interesting. He does not know how to tell a fucking story. And while you do that, I'm gonna see who I'm yeeting you guys at. But, I would love to see the, I'd watch it, I fucking wouldn't. I'm trying to think of a comparison, because Asuka is just, like, he's just so dry and long-winded with his explanations, and, like, I have a feeling he also would just go into, like, unnecessary levels of detail. You know, when someone's like, oh, I was out doing the shopping on Tuesday, or was it Wednesday? Oh, you know what, actually? It was a Monday, because I was doing this, and this. It's like, the day doesn't fucking matter! The day doesn't matter! You go, was it Monday or was it Tuesday? Oh, it doesn't matter. I was at the shop. Right? Like, I have a feeling he does shit like that, where he just focuses way too much on details that don't fucking matter. Because the man just loves to yap. Speaking of which, I hate the sound of my own voice. Who am I gonna eat, you guys? Has my Spotify just fucking stopped? Really? There's 3 songs in this playlist, Spotify. Come on now. I don't know why it just crashes every now and again. Anyway. Who's streaming? We didn't get a lot of 2K done today, did we, huh? I'm okay with this. I had a fun time, and I think that's all that matters. Ooh. I think I might have to... Oh, you know what? He's been streaming for 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to eat you guys at Frankie. What the fuck? Who the fuck is he fighting? Sorry, I, like, tune into the stream preview. And it's him versus, I think that's a Sin. They're on, like, the opposite ends of the screen. And the Sin is just doing, like, this really elongated back and forth. Oh, no, sorry, that's Slayer. Fucking hell. Like, they're doing this, like, you know, slow walk back and forth, and Frankie just, like, slides up to them, pot buster, dead. Wow, I just fucking... Who is that? Spoon? Oh, I thought Spoon. Spoon, if I remember correctly, Spoon is a motherfucker that I fought at Versus Fighting who went, oh, I'm not taking this tournament too seriously. I, in fact, need to run off to go do something. So, you know, I need this to be over quickly. And I go, okay, no worries, you know. I haven't played since Season 2, so this will probably be over quickly. And he random selects Johnny, right? And I go, oh, fuck me, here we go. And I start winning. And in fact... It goes 2-0. I get 2 points. And I go, huh, this is about to be over quickly. Huh, okay. Well, I didn't expect to win, but here we are. And he fucking, he backs out, character select, chooses his main. He switches to Leo. He switches to his main. I'm sat there, just in silence going, okay, I thought you needed to go, but you know, we're just gonna fucking... you're gonna do the comeback, right? Like, right here, right now? And even Gecko was stood behind me going, really, bro? That's cheating. That's fucking cheating. Like, Spoon is a really fucking good player. So the fact that I, like, lasted as long as I did was very funny. Oh, I know they're, like, little tutorials, but I still like watching them. Because like, I love content, like, all the, you know the little, like, comics that Side Games make for Granblue? I love those, they're so cute. Like, they're not useful to me at all. But do I read them still? Fuck yeah, I do, because I love it. I love the art, I love the effort that's gone into it. I love the little comics, I love anything that, like, the company, like, officially puts out to try and get people into the game. I love it, it just makes me happy. I don't know why. Oh, I am back. No, Zully the Witch did a voice reveal. I am not familiar with that name, unfortunately. Nice New Year's Eve. I will certainly do my best. I think I would struggle to not have fun with friends. I don't plan on going mental, drinking with friends, but you never know. So Thursday, as I said, is a 50-50 at the moment. Stuff was posted on Twitter. I don't know how to look for them. How have I been looking for them? They did originally link to it in the game, and I think there's probably a particular part of their website that you need to go to. I wouldn't be able to... Excuse me, I wouldn't be able to tell you right here, right now. My Spotify stopped again. It's on repeat. Why does it not do it? You're on repeat. Please repeat. I beg of you. I don't... It's fine. It's fine. But, I think that's all I have to say. Like I say, Thursday is a 50-50, because I may end up being a little hungover, but I might not be. I don't know yet. I don't really have any plans to go mental. When they got popular, I can believe they're joining as a character. I don't think they would, but then again, Robo Kai's a thing, but Robo Kai plays differently from regular Kai, doesn't he? Like, that would need to be the thing. She would need to play differently from regular Mei. Otherwise it's going to be like a wasted character slot. But, I think... Oh, yeah, I was telling a story about Spoon. Yeah, that annoyed the fuck out of me. Like, he said he needed to go do something. He said he was, like, TOing or he was, like, organizing. And then when he starts losing, he goes, I want the comeback. It's like, brother, let me win and go away. Nyeh. I was so upset. I was so proud of myself. I thought I was doing so fucking well. Hold on. Did you even voice chat with him? I think he's in voice chat with Spoon. That's really funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat you guys a Frankie, fuck it. Nice New Year's. I don't think anyone will blame you if you're not streaming on January 1st. No, I didn't think so, but I feel like I should at least make it pretty clear that Thursday is a 50-50. I really don't like just not saying anything. I felt when I slept through my alarms in the stream, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? I felt so fucking guilty. I felt so guilty. Like, I like putting out something to let people know. I hate just doing absolutely nothing because I feel like I'm leaving people high and dry. No, I do appreciate it. I think it's pretty fucking obvious what's gonna happen if I'm not streaming for January 1st. I will die. Guilty? Yes, as in the guilty gears. Yes. Yes, like that. Yes, I feel guilty. Feel bad. I can't help but picture, you know, the 1 or 2 people that like to show up giga early and they just sit there waiting for me to come online and then I never do and then I go, I'm sorry. Anyway. Oh, one thing I do want to quickly say, just for anyone who may have the game, I might stream DNF at some point. I've been playing it a little bit recently. Launcher combos are really weird, really fucky, but I still kind of fuck with the movement. But like, I don't want to just randomly go online because I don't want people that have been playing since release to kick the shit out of me. Yeah, it's still going. It's still online. Yeah, Duel. Yeah, sorry, DNF Duel. Not the original that brings you back. Did you play DNF Duel as well? I just kind of want to fuck around on it a little bit. Like, Launcher's really cool. I don't even know if I'm pretty sure she's considered top tier, but I don't know. I just know that, like, she has pressure sequences that are fucking bonkers. Is it still 50 quid? You're kidding me. Hold on, let me have a quick look. Not 50, but it's 40. Fuck. Yeah, no worries. No, I don't expect anyone to pick this up for me. It's not exactly a cheap game, but a lot of people, when you mention DNF, you'll get like a couple people that go, oh, hello, DNF, hello. So, you know, I thought I'd throw it out there. It was free like 7 times for all the characters. Was it? I bought it. I think I bought it on release. I think I spent like 60 quid on it. I think I remember paying full fucking price. But yeah, I may stream that at some point in future, but I'm obviously gonna have to do my usual, if you've been playing since release and you don't let me play, I'm gonna have to cut our set short because I'm a baby and I want to press buttons. It's done it again! It's done it again! Spotify's useless. That works. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna stop rambling now, and I'm going to actually click this start raid button here. Bought it to support a friend who helped make a skin mod. Ooh, I'd love to learn more about that, because some of the mods for DNF are very good. And, yeah, I'd like maybe a mod for Launcher. But, I also maybe want to give Battle Mage a try. I don't know what it is that attracts me to Battle Mage over Enchantress, but, like, Battle Mage is just so damn cute. She's just adorable. Enchantress playing not even 10 hours, it might hurt playing. Yeah. No dash macro. Bro, why is there no dash macro? Why is there no dash macro? That shit's absurd. It's crazy that they've gone for, like, these wildly simple inputs, and then there's no dash macro. I don't understand. But yeah, no, I know the feeling, but, like, that's kind of why I want to do it on stream, because I get to communicate with viewers. It's gonna hurt. Vanguard and Berserker hurt facing. Oh, I play Launcher. I play Launcher. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be TODing you, trust me. I don't fucking know. I don't even know how Launcher combos work. They're really weird. But, anyway, I need to let my voice rest. But yeah, definitely gonna play DNF at some point, because it seems like a couple people are interested. And every time I bring it up, like I say, there are at least a couple people in chat that pop up and go, oh, hello. You know, we'll have a little play at some point. We'll see what it's like. See if it's as nonsense as we remember it probably is. But right, I'm gonna throw you guys at Wanted Frankie, who was doing doing matches with Spoon. Have a wonderful new year, everybody, and please take care. Bye bye, and enjoy yourselves.